Hey guys, it's Dude. Welcome back to Tsukihime. So, last time, Shiki and Arquid defeated Nero Chaos, the vampire that she was hunting. And now Arquid has carried Shiki back to his house, where I assume some harem antics will ensue. I just realized this game only has 20 save slots. That's not going to be enough. We have to overwrite something at some point. Okay. 5. Blue Scar of Sin. 5th day, October 25th, Monday. I feel the morning sunlight. I keep my eyes closed as I try to fall asleep again, but the gentle sunlight keeps urging me to open my eyes. Slowly, I start to awaken. A quiet atmosphere. The air is comfortably cold, and yet it feels gentle. I guess the weather will be great today. Then I should get up and go to school. That's right, I have to go to school. The past 3 days, my life was in chaos, and it made me forget I was a student. I wake up. I'm lying on my bed, and my glasses are out on the bedside. I put on my glasses and look around. Sunlight streams so strongly through the window, I almost expect to hear it pouring through. I take a quiet breath. I fill my lungs with fresh air, and it feels like my chest is purified. I hear the clock ticking. Small birds chirp in the woods outside. I stay on my warm bed, aimlessly feeling the relaxed passage of time. Ah, I'm back. Even though there's nothing special about this morning, right now, I feel like there's something almost holy about it. Thank goodness. It really is good. Not the fact that I'm alive, nor that I was able to do something about that black vampire. But that even though I was in such a world, I was able to return to my normal days and feel happy about this morning. And then...
Good morning, Shiki-sama.
What? I jump up in my bed. Now that I look at it, Hisui is standing quietly at the side of my bed. Hisui!
Please excuse me, Shiki-sama. But since you did not notice, I spoke.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry too. Hisui respectfully bows to me. She surprised me. My heart is still pounding rapidly. Huh? But it's still before 7 o'clock, Hisui.
Yes. It is a bit earlier than your usual waking time, Shiki-sama.
Well, yes. Then why are you here, Hisui?
I came to wake you up. Akiha-sama wants to know what you have been doing these last 2 days, so she wanted me to bring you no matter what.
Ah. I forgot. Come to think of it, I skipped school last Saturday and was with Arquid through all of Sunday. Skipped school on Saturday, what?
Yeah, Saturday school. Shiki, are you... are you failing or something? Because Saturday school here, at least, is only for people who failed classes.
Don't tell me, Akiya is angry?
I do not know. Please confirm for yourself, Shiki-sama.
Isui's voice sounds very cold. Wait a minute. Before that, why am I sleeping in my room?
Shiki-sama, you returned around 2 o'clock in the morning. Ne-san found you sleeping in the doorway and carried you up to your room.
What? My mouth hangs open. That's bad. Not contacting anyone for 2 days, returning in the middle of the night, and sleeping by the doorway. I'm acting like a drunk. That woman treating me like some sort of cat. Arquid's face flashes in my mind. But maybe I do have to be thankful for her carrying me as far as the entrance. Alright. I'll head down immediately. And if possible, I'd be happy if you tried to calm her down as much as possible.
I refuse.
she answers. Maybe Hisui might also be angry at me. Ugh, one problem after another. The owner of this mansion is Akiha, so does that mean if Akiha is angry, no one is there to defend me? Well, time to get up. I can't do anything staying in bed. Ow, ow. As soon as I stand, pain shoots through my entire body. Last night's wounds? Oh yeah, if there's anything to be surprised about, it's the fact that I'm still alive. Even though I was that wounded and bloody, I still managed to wake up normally. It just isn't natural.
Shiki-sama, those are...
That's rare. Hisui widens her eyes and looks at me. What, is there something wrong? I look down at my body. And what is this? A pattern of red spots covers my pajamas everywhere. Of course, this design wasn't ever here. It's my blood soaking through everywhere. Hisui suppressed her words. I'm thankful. It lets me calm down. The reason for the bleeding is clear. But since I can't tell her why, I have to lie to make her not worry.
Shiki-sama, your body...
I'm fine. Nothing hurts. She didn't... See, didn't I come back late at night? Truth is, I was in a fight, and that's why I came home late. Those wounds are from that fight, and they're just scratches, so don't worry about them. Isui's eyes implore me, saying, please do not tell lies. But from her standpoint, she probably can't ask me any further. I feel sorry, but I'll have to stick with my lie. So could you please not tell Akiha about this? She would get really mad if she heard about me getting in fights.
Yes, I understand. Definitely, Akiha-sama will not find out.
Hisui nods. Thanks. I have another request. Do you have any disinfectant? I have a lot of scrapes all over my body, so I want to take care of them.
Yes. I will bring some right away.
What is it? She looks really uncomfortable all of a sudden. In any case, I'm glad she went to get me some disinfectant. Once she brings it here, I can take care of it by myself. It's only slight pain, so anything that hides the blood is good.
Thanks for waiting.
One who opens the door and walks in isn't Hisui, but Kohaku-san. In her hand, she carries a box with a red cross on it. Huh? Kohaku-san?
Yes. I heard the situation from Hisui-chan. Shiki-san? He went out and got in a fight?
No, not really. I can't come up with any other explanation.
Jeez. You shouldn't be doing those things. It's okay to be naughty, but you shouldn't be violent. It's just painful for the one doing it, and the one receiving it.
Painful for the one hitting and the one getting hit, huh? Kohaku-san's words hit me pretty heavily. Yeah, that's right. Hitting is only painful.
Isn't it? I am disappointed you have those wounds. No matter what the situation was, I will be disappointed in you if you keep on doing these kinds of things, Shiki-san.
Her words penetrate sharply into my chest. Deep inside my heart, I want to apologize. Sorry, Kohaku-san. I probably did numerous things to make her disappointed in me. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot and I regret it. I won't ever do it again. As long as you... Oh.
As long as you understand, then that is fine. I'm going to examine your wounds, so please take off your clothes.
Yeah? Kohaku-san pads over and grabs my shirt. She's telling me to get naked here? Wait, you don't have to go that far. I just wanted to put a little disinfectant on a few scrapes, that's all.
What are you saying? Even if you say you only have a few scratches, they don't look that minor.
No, I'm fine. I can do it by myself.
That won't do. The ones on your back.
Seeing the wounds on my back, Kohaku-san gasps.
How terrible. Did you get into a fight with a Doberman, Shiki-san?
Yeah, well, something like that. Kohaku-san sighs in amazement.
Jeez, now I really can't let you handle it, Shiki-san. Come on, please hurry up and take off your clothes. With your clothing on, I can't take care of you.
No, I said I can do it myself. They aren't a big deal. I don't need to be naked.
I see. You must be embarrassed, Shiki-san.
With a smile, she goes ahead and tries to remove my pajamas anyway.
I am already used to seeing your body, Shiki-san. Please just take off your clothing.
Used to, Kohaku-san?
I have already changed your clothing once, so I know every detail of your body.
What?
Let's go. We haven't much time. If you take too long, Akiha-sama will notice.
Ugh. Can't argue with that. But, to get naked in front of Kohaku-san, I guess it can't be helped. Then I will... Oh, wait, no. That's her.
I guess it can't be helped. Then I will only examine your upper body. This way? There isn't anything to be embarrassed about, right?
Even that's embarrassing, but I guess that's the best compromise. I guess so. Then please do. I sit down on my bed and take off my shirt. Kohaku-san expertly tends to my wounds. She carefully tends the wounds on my arms, shoulders, and back. The disinfectant sinks into the wounds. It sink in, but compared to my occasional dizziness or the pain from my old scar, it's nothing. While applying the disinfectant...
Wow, you really are a boy.
Kohaku-san says happily, so it probably helped me to put up with all the pain.
Now, we have to stick on this compress patch. It may rub off, so let's bandage it.
She puts a compress over my bruised chest and wraps a bandage around it.
All finished. Are you sure you don't want me to do your legs?
Yeah, I can do the rest. Thanks, Kohaku-san. Know you're busy and all.
No. Please do not worry about it. Then I'll be going back to the kitchen. When you are finished, please come to the dining room, okay?
Kohaku-san walks to the door. Ah, Kohaku-san.
Yes?
Sorry. Like you said, fighting is just stupid. It's just a big bother and nothing good ever comes from it. Kohaku-san looks at me in amazement and suddenly starts to laugh happily.
I understand. I will let it go this time, okay?
She happily says that and exits the room quietly. Alright, I'm here. Now only a door separates me from the sitting room where Akiha awaits. No matter what the circumstance was, there's no excuse for skipping school and not coming home for 2 days. Nope. God damn it.
Oh wow, that was pretty fast for a choice.
Yeah.
Now there's 3.
See, I can't explain the circumstances, so I'll at least apologize. I can't explain the circumstances, so I'll somehow lie about it. No, I should tell the truth.
Ooh, do any of those lead to a bad ending?
According to the flowchart, they all lead to the same place. Like, I mean, just one's
Oh.
weird. That's still the truth. I'll try telling the truth. I don't want to lie to Akiha, and if I explain everything sincerely, Akiha may understand. Well, the possibility of that is like winning a lottery. Alright, let's go. Taking a deep breath, I open the sitting room door. In the sitting room, Akiha is on the sofa and Hisui is standing by the wall.
Good morning, Nissan.
Her gaze is telling me I am angry. Yo, morning Akiha. A defiant person is strong. I give a cheerful greeting to Akiha's bullying gaze. She might be confused with my cheerfulness as she just stares at me.
Nissan, let's dispense with the greetings. Please sit here. I wish to speak to you.
Sure. Let's keep it short, though. I solemnly and calmly sit down on the sofa across from Akiha.
And Nissan, this is very abrupt, but may I ask about these past 2 days?
I knew it. Since I left the house for 2 days, there's no excuse. Time to honestly tell her all about Arcoid in these past 2 days. About that, Akiha.
Is it Nissan?
These past 2 days, I was hunting a vampire. You know about the recent killings, right? They were all the work of a vampire, so I helped the good vampire I met recently and fought with the bad vampire. Like that, I explained concisely.
What?
Akiha is taken completely by surprise. Well, I guess it is a natural reaction. In her head, she's probably thinking, oh, making a fool of her and any time in the next instant.
Are you making a fool out of me, Nissan?
Oh, she'll shout something like that to me. Huh? She seems upset, but she doesn't say anything. Akiha?
Nissan, is this some sort of bad joke?
Akiha looks at me quietly like she was seeing directly into my heart. No, well, how should I put this?
Joke, right?
Well, I know it sounds like one, but...
No, it has to be a joke. So please do not say such things in the future, even if it is a joke.
She stares at me more uneasy than angry. Since her stare looks so serious, yeah, I can only nod to her.
I understand. Then I will no longer ask about this. But please refrain from doing anything like this ever again. Nissan, you are the eldest son of the Tono family. If you do not understand your position better, it will be very troubling.
Hey, that has nothing to do with this. Besides, you're the successor to the Tono family, so it doesn't really matter what I do. If you're so worried about it, about the future of the Tono family, you should go find a husband appropriate for the Tono household. For some reason, Akiha descends into silence. What's wrong? Are you feeling alright, Akiha?
It's nothing. If you have enough time to worry about me, please pay more attention to yourself. You have your chronic anemia to worry about, Nissan.
Well, it is true that I frequently collapse from anemia.
Anyway, please do not leave the mansion by yourself often. Even without that, the city is dangerous recently. Someone like you, who wanders about in a daze, is just asking to be attacked by that serial killer.
Serial killer? Oh, those serial killings. The serial killings where 9 victims have been found. Their bodies were all drained of blood, so they call it a modern-day vampire, but... Oh, that's okay. Those incidents, they won't ever happen again.
Huh?
It means the vampire isn't around anymore. That killer is caught already.
Is that so? Nissan, how do you know about that?
Well, I just happened to see it, but for sure, such things will not happen again. Yeah, at least there won't be any more people killed by Nero. These past 2 days spent with Arquid, so many things happened, I really can't just say just what is right and what is wrong. But the simple truth remains, I can say it was all for the best.
Nissan? What happened? You suddenly seem very happy.
Akia looks strangely at my face. It's nothing. I just feel that it's finally over. The smile unconsciously creeps over my lips as I answer. Alright, I'm going to drop a save here for now. It's 7:30. Akia left 20 minutes earlier than me by car. After examining Kohaku-san's delicious breakfast, I decided to head for school. Isui walks with me to the gate and carrying my bag. Well, I'll be going. Thanks for seeing me off, Isui. Isui wordlessly hands me my bag.
Shiki-sama? Around what time will you be returning?
You don't trust me either? It's okay. I'll definitely be back in the afternoon.
I understand. Then please be careful on your way.
Isui bows deeply. Feeling a bit embarrassed about it, I leave the mansion's gate. At the intersection, there are only the figures of my fellow high school students. No young woman sitting on the guardrail like that one time. Well, of course, I probably won't ever see her again. First of all, her goal was to execute the vampire, and with Nero gone, there's no reason for her to stay around here any longer. Just a little bit in my chest. Things like regret and lingering affection. It's true that she only brought trouble, but even still, it was fun being with her. What, am I stupid? I almost got killed. What part of that would make me feel lingering affection? The wounds from last night still hurt. Remember back when you almost became Nero's food. You certainly don't want something like that to ever happen again. The school bell rings. Crap, I'll be late. Shaking off my idle thoughts, I run to the school gate. I fly into my classroom. It's still 5 minutes before class, so it's very noisy inside. Ooh. I take a deep breath and head to my seat. With this much time left, I didn't even need to run at all. Yo, Duke of Delinquency. From behind, I hear the voice I never look forward to. What's going on, Tono? I never heard you were never heard you were skipping class. It's a lot of trouble. You have to tell me when you skip school and go play. Arihiko says those preposterous words with an unbelievably happy expression. What should I have to tell you about? Have to tell you when I don't go to school. Isn't it obvious? We don't show, not they're just senpai, so it's bad unless I think of something ahead of time. What's bad for this guy? But seriously, what happened? Since middle school, you've had anemia, but never skipped school. Well, you did that cool trick several times, leaving as soon as you arrived. It's kind of like that. I made it to the intersection and felt bad, so I went back home. Both you and Yumizuka seem to be acting like bad students lately. Well, I'm guilty as charged, but is something wrong with Yumizuka-san? Her? She's been absent lately. She was always such an honor student, so I think she might have been stressed out. But I bet she can't call a raise because she has a bad hand. Arihiko's words are always very unique. The homeroom chime rings out. Well, I'll be off. Since you skipped Saturday, make sure you study hard today. Arihiko left the room quickly. In other words, he's going to skip class today. Morning classes end. With the bell announcing lunchtime, half the people in the class clear out. Well then, what should I do? Oh, that's definitely a choice. Arihiko is in here, so I should take my time and eat lunch.
Oh? Tono-kun, you're by yourself?
Yeah, Senpai, did you come here to eat?
Yes, I thought I would eat with everyone, so I hurried over here. But
She stares. Without any warning, she looks at my face intently. I don't know what she's thinking, but she suddenly draws close to me. Hey, Senpai? She's right next to me, almost embracing distance. Something would be wrong with my heart if it wasn't beating quickly. Senpai doesn't say anything. She only stands right next to me and sniffs. Huh? What is she doing? Senpai then goes away. Senpai?
Tono-kun, did something happen?
She asked me with a serious look. To be blunt, I don't know what's going on. Something, like what?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
She looks up at me as if she was angry. Nothing, I'm just as always. Do I seem strange today?
I'm not sure either. I just thought so. So perhaps I was just imagining things.
I tilt my head in confusion.
Well, shall we get lunch? You're eating at the cafeteria today, right, Tono-kun? If we don't hurry, the seats will all be taken.
Yeah. You're eating at the cafeteria too, Senpai?
Yes, I want to eat something good today.
She grins and pulls me by the hands as she starts walking. In the end, I talk with Senpai about the athletic festival in 2 weeks and the cultural festival shortly thereafter over lunch. To tell the truth, Senpai saying I want to eat something good and ordering curry leaves more of an impression in my mind than what we talked about. Classes end and school is over. Oh, there's the choice. What should I do now? Go to the city and look for her? Space out in the classroom? Just return to the mansion and rest? I guess we'll look for her. Let me just check the flowchart for any bad ends. Nope. I go out in town aimlessly. Why the heck am I walking around for no reason? It's just a mistake. There's no way she's still around. She'd still be around. It's not like I have any reason to talk to her. So why did I think it was her? Why am I walking around town pointlessly like this? I have to go back to the mansion. I shake my head as if trying to clear my head of drunkenness and turn away from the non-existent illusion of Arcade. I head up the road and draw near the mansion. After a little more walking, I see Hisui standing there at the front gate, by herself at the front gate. I wonder what Hisui's doing. Tilting my head to the side, I head for the front gate. Hisui realizes I'm here and bows her head.
Welcome back, Shiki-sama.
Yeah, thanks, Hisui. I can barely reply since I'm bewildered by the respectfulness of it all. Were you waiting for me to come home?
Yes. Greeting the master is a servant's duty.
Answering very, very matter-of-factly, she doesn't even bat an eyelash. Hisui, I'm truly happy you waited to greet me, but there's really no need to wait outside. I'll come back on my own, so you can just greet me whenever you realize I'm back. Hisui's face clouds slightly. Oh, maybe Maybe she was waiting for me to return, like this on Saturday and Sunday. Hisui,
I understand. Starting from tomorrow, I will await your return in the lobby.
Hisui gives a quick bow and opens the mansion gate. Hisui turns around as she does so. For some reason, the atmosphere isn't exactly conducive to conversation. Hisui closes the gate after I pass through, then she silently walks to the entrance to open the door and leads me to the lobby. So I'm looking at the flowchart here, and it's really complicated, and we're really close to the H scene, so just trying to make sure I analyze this carefully. I'm gonna pop a save down here. I get to my room. Akiya isn't back yet from her lessons. Kahaku-san is preparing dinner, and Hisui is cleaning the mansion. Geez, there's nothing to do. Well, it's quite an amount of studying, reviewing, and memorizing a student like me has to do. But I just don't feel like doing anything. Suddenly, Arcoid's face flashes in my mind. Whether good or bad, it's probably just a reaction to the crazy 2 days I just had. Perhaps spacing out here in my room will be good, giving my mind and heart a break. After eating dinner by myself in the large dining room, Kaku-san treats my wounds and I go back to my room. Akiya didn't make it back in time for dinner. Her lesson was apparently going to last a while, so she was going to eat away from home. It's past 10 at night now. It's a bit too early, but since I'm exhausted, I should sleep early tonight. My body is exhausted, but I can't fall into a deep sleep. The wounds all around my body start stinging and wake up my mind as it tries to sleep. Look at the clock as I lie in bed. It's past 3 o'clock in the morning. Already 5 hours of unsatisfactory rest. Damn it, I can't sleep. Not being able to sleep when I want to, it's like torture. Tick, tick, tick. The sound of the clock's second hand gets on my nerves. Tick, 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 creak, tick, 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 tick. Yeah? I think I heard something mixed in with the ticking. It sounded like the door opening, but who would be coming at this hour? Tap, tap, tap. No, there's no mistake. Someone came into my room and is coming near me. Who is it? If someone was... Okay, so the H scene begins with this choice. Okay, so to the viewers, I obviously can't show the H scene. I don't know when a CG is going to pop up, so I'm going to put up a graphic at this point, just to be safe.
Options.
Yep. All right, so we're on the Arcoid route, so I guess we'll pick Arcoid.
So you can actually choose Akiha?
According to the flowchart, yeah, they all lead to different scenes. Okay.
Hey, Shiki, wake up.
Yeah. So we're gonna just have to do this audio only to make sure that no boobs appear. I hear a voice in my ear. Last night, a voice I heard until right before I slept. The voice I can't forget. Arcoid? I sit up in bed and look around the unlit room.
You seem well.
Arcoid greets me with smiling eyes. Good evening? Why did you come here?
Is it strange for me to be here?
Strange? Of course well, maybe not, come to think of it. The night is her time, so I guess it isn't strange for her to be anywhere.
Aren't you the one acting strange, Shiki? I came all the way here to see you, and you're just lying there.
Yeah, hold on. Get out of bed and stand up. But my body starts to tilt and I fall back down on the bed. Huh? Something is strange. Blood wells in the back of my head and my vision blurs. Something's wrong.
Good, Shiki.
Archway draws closer. She stands before me, and her red eyes.
You can't do anything like that, right? Come on, stand up and touch me.
Yeah.
Wow, Arkud, at least she's forward. I want to feel your fingers on my body.
Yeah, well, given the choice, I think this is a dream, but I can hear her voice right by my ear. What's going on with me? She's right in front of me, but I can't stare at her face. Something is wrong. Though I try to look at her face, my eyes won't move. Her well-shaped, soft-looking breasts. Her delicately curved, embraceable hips. Her luscious red lips. It all tells me her feminine nature, and as a man, I am transfixed. Hey, I get dizzy. Something is weird. I can hardly breathe. My mind is blank. I feel as if my heart has stopped. I see. Oh no, that's...
I see. You can't move by yourself, huh?
I can hear her voice by my ear. Casually, Archway wraps both arms around me as I sit frozen on the bed. What? Thump. Even though my heart feels like it stopped, a beating resonates deep inside my chest.
Is she hit sleep paralysis demon then?
Guess so.
Your heart is pounding like it's going to break, Shiki.
Her voice pulls at my eardrums. No, in reality, her luscious lips are nibbling on my ear. She's just nibbling on my ear. That's all she's doing, but a shockwave runs through me. Kuwait. I try to move my arms to push her away, but I can't even lift a finger. My body won't move. The instant I realize this, my breathing quickens. I can't understand why my body won't move. Just the fact that my body won't move in this situation seems indecent. That it takes reasoning and sets it on fire.
I see. Shiki, you want me.
Archway giggles. The voice moves from my ear to the side of my neck. Her light breathing moves along my throat. With a small rasping sound, she licks my neck, as if to taste me. Thump. My heart is shattering. My pulsing blood and my blank mind. The coolness of Archway's hands on my back. The soft pressure of her breasts pressing against my chest. Her freezing tongue tracing the lines of my throat. All of it destroys what reason I have left. Don't be stupid. Why would I be turned on by you?
You're so excited.
My breathing moves from my neck and travels down to my chest. My breathing is heavy. I want to get away. But more than that, I want to take her. Golden hair, red eyes, white skin, slender fingers, soft arms. What a lustful body. My mind is screaming that I want to taste her from the top of her head all the way down to her toes. Nothing's actually shown on screen yet, by the way, people. It's so far it's just text, but... What is this? I can still think rationally, but my mind is assailed by an animalistic excitement. Good. I put all of my concentration into lifting my arm, but it doesn't move. My body is reacting to her breathing, and I can't move it. I can't believe it. More than being bound by something I can see, just the fact that her breathing is binding me gets me so excited. It practically makes me come. Here we go. Stop. If you keep doing this, it'll be bad.
Funny, Shiki. Your body doesn't agree with what your lips are saying. I mean, that part's not bad, so you've gotten so stiff down here. We better do something about it.
Yeah, so Misaki's dad is in the room next to her, so she needs to be careful about reading these lines, so... if anything crosses the line, I'll read it instead. Her hands move away from my back, and then her lovely white fingers descend below my waist, finding my already erect shaft. Stop.
You're in pain, right? It's okay. You don't have to hold back. I'll calm it down.
Her breath hits my hard shaft. Her slender fingers wrap themselves around me. Gah. Just that causes my body to jump. My back arches and I fall back on the bed. Idiot, what are you thinking? I manage to shout as I lie on my back. Archwid looks down at me without saying anything. And then she quietly removes the last of her clothes, staring at me with her unfocused red eyes as a soft
Cheeky, you look delicious.
escapes her lips. I strain with all my might to rise from the bed, but I still can't move a finger. She climbs onto the bed, and her lush, naked body slowly eases down to press against mine. Thump. My blood stirs harder. Just like when I get dizzy, I can't think clearly. But this time, I don't lose consciousness. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright.
For now.
Yeah. Amazing. I didn't know you could get this hard. Her fingers teasingly caress me. It's more like touching than gripping until the sensation strengthened, urging me to hurry. Can you feel it? You're dripping so much down there, Shiki. It's almost as if you're crying. How cute, she says, smiling. Let me know if this is getting too much and we should skip, Misaki. Like, just... Her lips move down to plant a warm, soft kiss directly on the head. I frantically hold back and the cry threatening to escape my lips. Archwid looks at me, her eyes dancing with unbridled glee. Can't you just be honest? If you're going to be like this, Shiki, I'll have to tease you a little more. But what are you... I soften my voice once again. Alright, I'm gonna skim through this a little. And, yeah, it's just a long sex scene, so... If anything particularly interesting comes up, I'll call it out, but...
Wait, they are just... The descriptive word, grotesque.
Yeah, my grotesque shaft is hard. Yeah. Oh, God.
Funny how I'm pretty sure Shiki's just fully dressed.
Yeah. Yes, sorry, I'm just skimming through this to see if there's anything good. It's, you know, it's kind of generic sex stuff, so...
My guess it's probably a dream. Like, you're right for the dream part.
Yeah.
Just because I'm pretty sure someone would start, like, knocking on their door at this point.
Yep. Also, why would we have the option for his sister, you know?
Yeah. Though I'm kind of surprised there weren't the maids for options.
I mean, I'm sure they have their own scenes at some point, probably on their own routes. From the side, as if playing a flute, Arkway takes me into her mouth. There's a new image there.
Yep, this just confirms he's fully clothed.
Yep. So I remember when I first read Fate Stay Night, I kind of skipped the sex scenes, but I do remember them lasting a while, even though it's just going into detail about it, the whole thing.
Wait, she's using teeth?
Oh god. Yeah. That's...
Cheeky, interesting taste you got there.
Slash. Slide. So at least we know that there will be plenty of dialogue before any CG appears during these sex scenes, so we'll know when they're coming, even if I missed it on the list.
And grotesque.
Obscene spider milk or silk. Okay, I think we're done with the scene. Let me just switch back the, Alright, sorry about that, folks, but, you know, Twitch and YouTube rules.
Good morning to you, Shiki.
6. Eyes of Death Perception. 6th day, October 26th, Tuesday. Just drop a save here. Wait. Whoosh. I get up forcefully from my bed. Huh. My breathing is out of control and my mind is still numbed with the feel of Arcoade. No, hold on, Shiki. Try to be calm. It can't hurt. First, this is my room. Check. That's good. Second, I'm on my bed. Check. Seems that way. And it's now morning. And sex with Arcoade until now. Check. That's good. It's not good. Never, not even slightly, not one bit. The sound of my panting fills the air. I managed to catch my breath. My hands gripping the sheets are drenched in sweat. There's a lingering warmth as if I really was sleeping with Arkwade until now. But it definitely was a dream. I can't tell if that's something I should be happy or disappointed about. Why did I see such a dream? Does that mean I'm so interested in her that I see her in my dreams? Does that mean I want her so bad that I do things with her in my dream? As I remember, the sensation of her skin forces itself into my brain. I feel my arms make sure this is real. To make sure this is real. Yeah, it's real. Her skin was so fundamentally different from a guy's skin. So soft, so warm. Yeah, so hot I wanted to go wild. Just thinking about it makes my breath go wild. Well, whatever happens, it's true that it felt exceedingly good. Should I feel a bit guilty about... I should feel a bit guilty about dreaming about doing that to Arcade, but I recall the dream and just sit there thinking about it. Just want to make sure there's a follow-up to any scenes, so just let me pull up the list again. Because all these scenes are numbered, and the flowchart only shows the numbers, but not the which ones are H. I have to look at a separate list for that.
In case he has a little, like, flashback to his
Yeah.
dream.
Okay, I believe for here. This was scene number 118. I'll have to pull up the text of the scene.
Shiki should be happy he's the one who woke up first, though. Imagine if the maid woke him up.
Okay, yeah, we're in the clear now. Okay, so let me just look up when the next scene is. It looks like it's a ways off, though. Yeah, we're not gonna see another one for a while. All right, back to this. Okay.
Shiki-sama?
Wah! I fell around off my bed as if trying to escape. No, in fact, I was trying to escape, but it just ended up with me landing on the floor with the sheets. Hisui! How long have you been there?
Since before you awoke, Shiki-sama.
She speaks with her usual lack of expression. Still lying on the floor, tangled in the sheets and unable to stand, I look up at Hisui's face. Before I woke up, then that means Hisui saw my face when I was having that dream. My face turns deep red. Hisui just stands there, expressionless as usual, and makes no attempt to speak. Did I look strange? I do not wish to describe it.
Not wish to describe it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I knew it. Must have looked really weird. But if you... Oh.
But if you insist, Shiki-sama, I can describe it as accurately as I can.
No, you don't have to do that. My face still flush. I speak in a fading voice. Hisui? I give a cough to clear the silence. Adding sound to her name is a clear sign of my vulnerability.
What is it, Shiki-sama?
I'm going to change, so would you mind waiting outside? Or rather, I'm so embarrassed I just wanted her to leave. But Hisui doesn't obey today of all days.
Once I can confirm you're awake, I will leave the room, Shiki-sama.
Huh? Is she joking? Why does she think I'm covering myself up in these sheets? It's to hide something that's still standing. I'm fine, so please leave. I can't get up. I can get up and I won't go back to sleep. I'll change and go to the sitting room as soon as you leave.
Shiki-sama, are you hurt and unable to stand?
Hisui approaches me out of worry. No, that's not it. I'm standing. I mean, I can stand, so don't worry about it. I crawl pulling my sheets like a slug and gain some distance from her. Using the bed as a barrier, I get far enough away. Then please... Oh.
Please excuse me. I will prepare your breakfast, so please come down after you change.
She has got to be suspicious, but she bows and leaves the room. I was so surprised. The contents of my dream were surprising enough, but knowing Hisui saw me while I was dreaming is very troubling. It's all Arcoid's fault for doing something like that. Even now she's being bothersome. Really? Really what? I can't finish. What did I want to say just now? Not even able to confirm my own feelings, I decided to change and head to the sitting room with a vague feeling in my chest. After calming down sufficiently, I head to the sitting room. As usual, Akiya is sitting on the sofa, elegantly sipping tea.
Good morning, Nissan. You were certainly up early this morning.
She must be happy I woke up because she greets me with a smile. Yeah, good morning. There were, well, a lot of things going on this morning. As soon as I say that, I suddenly recall a memory of Arcwade's skin. This isn't good. I can tell my face is blushing beyond my control.
Nissan?
A brief clamor.
What's wrong? Your face is red. Do you have a fever?
Rushing over to me, she looks up at me from below. But in doing so, from this angle, Akiya sighs.
You do seem to have a fever. Kohaku, come quickly. Nissan doesn't seem to be well.
Akiya calls out to the dining room. Kohaku-san has to be preparing my breakfast in the kitchen. I'm fine. It's just a minor cold, so don't worry.
If it is a cold, then I can't let it go by. For you, a trivial illness is a big deal. The strength of your immune system is much lower than most people's.
Akiya seems to be fed up and puts her hands on my forehead. The sensation of her cool, delicate hand. This isn't good. This isn't good at all, so I break loose and run out to the lobby. Footsteps echo as I dash off.
Shiki-sama? Have you finished your breakfast already?
No, that's not it, but where's my bag?
I have your bag here. Are you already going to school?
Nodding, I snatch my bag from Hisui. I'm going. Don't worry about seeing me off.
Nissan, you've been acting strange. What are you doing with a fever like that?
Jeez, I told you it's nothing. I'm going to school. Since it's nothing, I'm going to school. We'll have breakfast later, so leave me alone.
Leave you alone? Hey, Nissan?
Sound of my fleeing footsteps is my only response. Even if it is Akiha, she wouldn't chase me this far. Since we're not kids anymore, she won't stop me from going to school. Whew. I take a deep breath and am finally able to calm down. What am I running for? Once I calm down, I can think clearly. I didn't do anything wrong, so there was no need for me to run away like that. I don't believe it. I look like a complete idiot. But to go back to the mansion, I eat breakfast. To eat breakfast sounds more dumb. To school then? Letting out a sigh, I go downhill along the residential street. I arrive 30 minutes earlier than usual. The figures of students around the school gates are sparse. It seems I'm the only one who's arrived at this odd time. On the school grounds, the athletic clubs are holding their practices. I'm not in any clubs right now, but truthfully, I like to move around a lot. I know that I have some athletic ability, at least enough to be proud of. But I can't join any clubs. My body always has this recurring anemia, so that would just be a bother. And my doctor has told me that I should not exercise frequently. Since middle school, I've been asked more than a few times to join a club. But I always have to say it's not my thing and refuse. Every time I refused, I felt a sense of separation. That might have been a subconscious wall that told me I'll never be able to mix in with the people on the other side. Ah, that's enough. This really isn't my thing. I will stop thinking such thoughts and hurry on to the classroom. Huh? I thought I was the first one, but it seems like some of my classmates are already here. Yo, you're early, Tono. Morning. This class seems to have a lot of people with spare time. Nah. Our practice just got over with. Those who come here this early who aren't in clubs are usually only those with daily duties. I see. It does make sense now that he mentions it. Greeting those around me, I take my seat. It's half an hour before homeroom. It's not a bad idea to just watch my classmates arrive. The classroom starts to get busy around 7:50. Huh? I think I saw Senpai in the hallway. She's down at the first year hallway again. What is she doing? Maybe she came to see me? Nope. Get the flow chart. This choice doesn't actually seem to matter much. Alright, let's see. Go talk to her. Probably doesn't concern me. An opening, I'll surprise her from behind.
Do it.
Senpai is glancing all around the hallway. I don't know if she's looking for something or someone, but she looks really suspicious. Hehehe. I get this sudden irresistible urge. Senpai's always taking everything at her own pace. I think I can respond sometimes to balance things out. Senpai is seriously searching for something. I sneak up behind her. Luckily, Senpai doesn't sense me at all. Here goes. Boo! I grab her from behind, but before I know it, I'm lying on the ground.
Oh, Tono-kun?
Senpai sounds worried. Yeah, it's me, Senpai.
Please, don't surprise me like that. I reflexively got away, but are you alright?
I'm fine. I just tripped. I stand up. I guess the strange looks from all the other students in the hallway are to be expected. Ow, 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 ow. Man, I think I hit my hip. Guess I shouldn't pull pranks like that. Regret.
Exactly. I think I overdid it, but since it was your fault, I will not apologize.
I know. Sorry, Senpai. I interrupted your search. While this mischievous boy will now go back to his classroom. Rubbing my butt, I start to head to class.
Oh, wait, Tono-kun. Can you stand there as a punishment?
Stand here as punishment. As usual, she says something strange. Sure, what is it?
Just don't move, please.
Like yesterday, she starts sniffing me again. Senpai?
Tono-kun, did you sleep well last night?
Yeah? She looks directly into my eyes as she asks. Sleep well? That goes without saying. I couldn't get to sleep easily last night, and also, I blush as the memories resurface. With a piercing gaze, Senpai looks at me. Senpai,
Tono-kun, you pervert.
Huh? With a look indicating she wants to say more, Senpai quickly walks away. At lunch break, that guy who didn't even show up for a single class arrives. Yo, Tono. Food, let's get some food. He's happy about something, being even more energetic than usual. Of course, food. But you seem to be in a great mood. Did something happen, Arihiko? Yep. I just asked Senpai if she wanted to eat lunch together, and she refused. That's odd. Senpai must be referring to CL Senpai, but this guy seems to get happy when his offer is refused. Hey, Arihiko, you have that sort of taste? No, I'm finished. So I asked Senpai why not, and I'm not finished. So I asked Senpai why not, and she said, if Tono-kun is there, then I don't want to come. Wow. Isn't that great, Tono? That's odd. Why have I been friends with this guy since middle school? Oh man, she really hates you, Tono. Rival's loss is my gain, so I'll treat you to lunch today. Arihiko happily slapped my back. I see. Senpai's still mad at me about this morning. I have no idea why she's angry at me, but she definitely is angry. Hey, let's go, Tono. There's only seats enough for half the people using the cafeteria. Arihiko takes me by the arm and drags me off. I sit next to Arihiko and eat my lunch. My school's cafeteria has a television. For better or worse for our education, they played back the morning news they recorded this morning. At any rate, the news they're playing back is talking about a drunk customer stabbing to death a convenience store employee. Something that makes me not want to go to a convenience store for a few days at least. What a dangerous world we live in. Indiscriminate serial killers, drunken people stabbing people. I mean, I can't even feel safe playing around at night anymore. Arihiko seems like he is seriously watching the news. Well, certainly it is dangerous, but at least those serial killings won't happen anymore. So things should be like usual. Oh, really? Did they catch the serial killer? No, they haven't caught him. But Nero is no longer in this world. So the stupid title of the modern day vampire killings shouldn't be showing up in the news anymore. And there will be no more of those meaningless killings. Anyway, those terrible incidents won't happen anymore. There won't be any more victims, and the streets will be back to normal. No, I think there'll actually be another victim, Tono. What? How can you be so sure, Arihiko? Well, look for yourself. The news says they've found the 10th dead body. Eh? Oh, really? That's right behind the movie theater I always go to. Hey, wait. I push Arihiko and look at the TV. What I see is, without a doubt, the news reporting that the 10th victim of the serial killings was found last night. That can't be. Nero, is dead. So why is there another dead body with most of its blood drained? This modern vampire guy. I don't know anything about the person, but if it's like a sexy chick, I maybe wouldn't mind getting my blood sucked. If it's like a sexy chick, he maybe wouldn't mind getting his blood sucked? His stupid talk might be right. No way. I don't want to even think about it, but even with Nero gone, there's still one more vampire left. Gonna drop a save here just to be safe. Classes ended, school is over. Actually, it's more like at some point school was over. Wrapped up in my bad thoughts, I looked up and suddenly found myself alone. The serial killings are still happening. I don't know what that means. The only one who knows the answer is probably Arcoade. I don't know. I'm not involved in any of those incidents anymore. Once I settled things with Nero, I came back to the ordinary world. Then I could only be insane to want to go back to that abnormal world once again. I shouldn't be involved. I understand even if I don't say it. That's probably my second most correct choice. But a long time ago, someone taught me the most correct choice. Listen, Shiki, every person's life is filled with pitfalls. You have more power to do something about it than most people, so you've got to get it together. So I just can't pretend I didn't see it. This incident isn't over yet. It seems once I got involved in this incident, I have to see this out to the very end. I leave school. First, let's go to Arcoid's place. Her room is still the same, but Arcoid isn't there. Well, I didn't think I'd find her this easy. Looks like I have to go out to the city and look for her.
Did she not lock her door?
Yeah, maybe he has a key. I don't know. The sun sinks and the city is really starting to get dark. I look around the major places in the city, but I didn't even catch a glimpse of her. Damn it. She was around when it didn't matter, so why can't I find her when I do need her? What should I do? That sounds like a choice. Nope. Alright, the night is beginning, so search for Arcwood aimlessly, return to the mansion. Just checking the flowchart. I said I wasn't going to do this, but now I'm doing it for every choice just because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Uh-oh. Okay, there's like a complicated conditional set of routes here. Like, nothing leads to a bad end and it links back up, but like flags get set.
Dang.
Yeah, I can't see that far ahead without carefully analyzing it, so I'm just going to pick one. Let's search aimlessly. This flowchart is actually pretty hard to read. The night has just begun. No, to be more exact, if Arcoid would be walking around, it would most likely be during the night rather than during the day. I guess it would be more efficient to search around town. I don't want to think about it, but most of the victims are usually found in alleys. If I want to find Arcoid, if I want to find the vampire killer who's continuing to murder, then I have to stick to searching the streets. Damn it. What am I doing? I'm not understanding my own feelings. I curse and start to run around aimlessly. I sit down on the guardrail. It's been several hours already. Looked around aimlessly and I didn't even catch a single glimpse of Arcoid. Damn it. It's so frustrating. Of course, I knew it isn't easy to just randomly find someone in town, but I still felt optimistic I would find her. Where did she go? Why? I just wanted to ask her about the serial killings, but once I find out I can't see her, stop. I should just stop. I stand up from the guardrail and start walking. It'll be midnight soon. Searching for Arcoid any longer really is just useless. But if I've gone this far, I can do just a little more. There's one last place I need to check. If she's not there, then I'll go back to the mansion. The deserted park. I arrive at the place where I cooperated with Arcoid and defeated Nero. Having only looked in town, I've yet to search here. Well, not that I'll find anything. Grumbling to myself, I enter the park. Midnight. As expected, there's no one here this late at night. With this much silence, it rather feels refreshing. That's right. It's not like I can conveniently find her. I breathe out a sigh and slump my shoulders. How stupid. Why am I so disappointed? I don't understand it myself. Just once more, I think maybe I wanted to see her smile.
Ah, there you are. Good evening, Shiki.
Yeah, just like this. Her face that's so cheerful and carefree, you can't believe it belongs to a vampire. Arcoid? Without even thinking, I grab both her shoulders.
Eh?
Arcoid flinches in surprise. Arcoid's shoulders are indeed real, and I quickly pull my arms back. Why? Even though the one I've been searching for so long is right before me, I can't do anything but stumble over my words.
Why? That's odd. I was looking for you, so I don't think it's coincidence we met here.
Yeah? You were looking for me? Why?
Why? Oh, no reason.
She says straight out that she has no reason to be looking for me. I forgot. She really is kind of like a cat this way.
Well, I guess it works out. To be honest, I wanted
Oh
to
wait,
see you
I
too.
think that might have been Shiki's line.
Oh,
So meeting here, I was about to say it makes me really happy, but I frantically choked those words off. Okay, now I don't know who's talking. Anyway, I want to have a serious talk. I want to talk about it somewhere else since I feel uneasy here. Is that okay? Okay, all right. That was Arkwood's line. Sure, but talk about what?
you'll see. Let's go more to the back of the park.
Okay, wait.
Oh, that
Oh
was
my god, we were completely backwards
so
that whole
confusing.
sequence. Telling her to come on, I start walking. Tilting her head in curiosity, she follows me obediently.
What did you want to talk about, Shiki?
About vampires. You said it before. That the recent serial killings were the work of a vampire. Arkwood nods. Then, do you know the morning news said another victim was found? She was killed last night and drained of blood. Arkwood's eyes narrow. Something like a freezing tension races down my spine.
Oh, and?
And you... I swallow hard. She stares right at me. Almost a stare which says she will attack me immediately if I move even the slightest bit. Isn't it strange, Arkwood? Nero is dead, so why are these incidents still happening? Don't tell me that you...
That's not it at all. That's not me, but another vampire.
Arkwood responds immediately, loosening the tension. But I'm not satisfied. What do you mean? The work of another vampire. So they just keep coming?
Of course not. The serial killings were always the work of just one vampire from the very beginning. So no new vampires will come, and Nero was unrelated to those incidents.
Eh? Nero was unrelated? What do you mean?
It's just like I said. You're normally pretty sharp, but you're so lost at some points. Think back, Shiki. Nero was a vampire, but did he ever suck human blood?
Suck blood? He ate humans and... Oh. I see. Yeah, I did notice this, that he was eating people and not sucking their blood, so I figured him...
flat out with the bodies. There
Yeah.
was no nothing.
I see. Why didn't I notice such a simple mistake? The victims of serial killings are found with their bodies drained of blood, but Nero was different. He didn't leave any dead bodies behind. He not only drank the blood, but also ate the meat, leaving no trace. To prove it, the people eaten by him in the hotel were treated as missing people, not killed people. So that means it is something completely different. Wait, then what is the serial killing going on right now? Just who is doing it?
That's a different vampire than Nero. To be more specific, that vampire is why I came here, and Nero came here following me. It's that sort of correlation.
What? So the one you're after wasn't Nero after all?
Yes, I didn't ever say he was my initial target. I was his target, but he was never my target. My target is the one they call the serial killer in this city. Shiki? I don't quite believe it, but don't tell me you made such a simple mistake.
What? I gasped in shock. But it really is just as she says. She said her purpose is to kill vampires, so I just thought it was Nero she was after. So what is it? Killing Nero that night was pointless?
wasn't pointless. You fought in my place. Well, if you didn't kill me, you probably wouldn't have had to in the first place.
I feel a little dizzy. In other words, those vampire killings had nothing to do with Nero, and it was the work of another vampire?
Yeah, that's right. But that's my problem, so you don't have to worry about it. But more than that, hey.
With an extremely happy smile, Arcoid looks up at me as I still stand there in surprise. That's her.
Oh, how was last night? Who came?
Huh? What does she mean by last night? I don't understand what she's talking about. After all, I'm the idiot who mistook Arcoid's words and made such a stupid mistake. So of course I don't understand what she is saying and, huh? Did Arcoid ask me who came last night? Arcoid, what do you mean by last night?
That's strange. I know I sent you a dream familiar.
Oh, so that's what happened.
Oh, she instigated.
Wait, what's that dream familiar thing?
It's like a familiar that lets you see a dream about what you desire the most. Here, Mel, so I sent you a succubus. Wasn't it a good dream?
So it was literally a sleep paralysis demon. That's what succubi are.
Wow.
A good dream? That was... Oh, god damn it. Alright, I'm gonna have to edit that out later, I think.
Yeah, you're gonna have to end the stream before, like, what was the cutoff point for YouTube Studio?
It was like... I think it was an hour, wasn't it? We're already over that, but...
Oh wait, no, I think it was like 3-4 hours-ish.
Yeah.
I'll look it up for you too.
Okay, there. Guess that was your doing. Arcoid grins even more. Crap. If I stayed quiet in this conversation would have been over, but since I reacted so strongly... so you did get...
So you did get it.
Excuse me a second. Just gonna... Sorry, I just need to make sure I gotta change my stream settings on YouTube real quick. Yeah. So the stream won't be available for a bit after this ends. I got to edit that part out, but yeah. Okay.
So you did get it. So who came? I know, it was your sister, right?
No, not Akiha. What kind of guy do you think I am? I'm not crazy to do that to a sister.
If it wasn't your sister, then was it the maids at the mansion?
Arcade looks at me full of amusement. Alright, just to be safe in case it comes up again, I'm gonna just put the thing up for a bit. She's acting like the Arcoid for last night's stream. It doesn't concern you, so leave me alone. I look away from her and refuse. But Arcoid keeps saying, come on, over and over.
Come on, tell me. You can at least tell me who you dreamed about.
She asks like a curious kid. Every time I turn away, she keeps jumping in front of me, saying, come on. This is pure torture. She's as mischievous as last night's stream. I bury my face in my hands.
Shiki, don't be quiet and tell me.
Arcade keeps looking at me with those upturned eyes. I can't. God, this is my limit. You. I hesitantly let it out in a quiet voice.
Eh? What about me?
Don't make me say it again. I'm saying it was you who came. I shout angrily as I look away. Arcade's eyes widen in surprise.
Me?
Yes, it's not a joke. You came and... there's no way I can finish. Now Arcade looks away from me, looking very uncomfortable. Neither of us know what to say. The uncomfortable silence continues. I can't bear the silence any longer and force out a cough. In the first place, why did you send me that dream familiar thing? Are you still angry at me for killing you?
That's not it at all. I sent it as thanks for defeating Nero. I really am grateful to you, so I thought you'd be extremely happy.
As thanks? I'll pass on that kind of thanks. Having that kind of poor taste, just what are vampires thinking? I slump my shoulders. I don't know what she's mad about, but she looks at me with a dissatisfied expression.
What about you, Meanie? I know I'm not human.
She turns away and starts walking off. Hey, hold on. Where are you going? It has nothing to... oh.
It's nothing to do with you. Don't follow me.
Is she really that angry? Arcade walks away without even turning around. Where does she plan to go, anyway? Maybe I did say too much. No matter what the results were or the methods used, she really thanked me with good intentions. I started to feel intense regret and think that maybe I should have just accepted her gift happily. Damn it. Why is it that I just can't leave Arcade alone? Hey, I said wait. Okay, I think we're in clear now. Back to this. Surrounded by night, Arcade walks down the street. She looks straight ahead, her white figure with golden hair fluttering. Bears a horrible resemblance to the first time I saw her. No, or perhaps it's like the time she faced off with Nero. For some reason I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, Arcade. Arcade continues to walk without turning around. I want to talk to you. You can at least tell me what you're going to do. Of course, Arcade just continues walking without turning around. It'd be miserable if I left it like this. I decided to follow her silently for now. Footsteps echo through the night air, and then Arcade suddenly stops and turns around.
Don't follow me. Don't you understand it's troubling for a normal person like you to follow me around?
So tell me what you're going to do and I'll go back.
It doesn't concern you, so leave me alone.
Arcade strides off once more. Crap. Seems like our wordless wandering is going to continue. When I approach the main street, Arcade freezes.
Found it.
Eh? Her voice is cold, like a totally different person's. A chill runs up my spine. Even from behind, I can feel the hostility manifesting itself from her. Arcade, what are you... I can't even finish. It's clear that she intends to do without saying anything. Without a doubt, there is nothing but a pure, unadulterated intent to kill. Hey, what are you thinking? Arcade doesn't answer. Her eyes are fixed solely on a man in a business suit walking by.
Mickey, take off your glasses and look at that person.
That person? You mean that businessman?
Hurry. If you want to know what I'm doing, then leave the questions for later.
Alright. I don't like to look while in town, but I take off my glasses. Gah. Instantly, a light headache springs forth. In exchange for the pain, I could see lines running all around the walls and the ground.
Another question, Cheeky. You only see points on living things, right?
Eh? Yeah, that seems to be true. Things like buildings only have lines. I saw them back during the time in that hotel, but at the cost of a headache that almost caused me to pass out.
Right. Since you are a living being, you can't comprehend the depth of an inanimate object. So in order to see the depth of an inanimate object, you must first connect to a circuit of the same orientation as them. To see, you have to comprehend them first. Then another question. Shiki, how does that person look to you?
It's just the same as always. Without thinking, I step backwards. What is that? Certainly all humans have lines on them, but they only have countable amounts and they also look like geometric patterns. But what is that? There are lines running all through him. Those lines are all over him like blood vessels, so much that I can't even make out his appearance. Gah. I want to puke. Those black lines are scribbled. Scribbles making a human shape everywhere through it, but I can't. But I can see black points that look like they are flowing blood.
Shiki, how does it look? I was hoping it would look normal to you.
I can't answer. Right now, it takes all my strength to not to vomit.
I see. How unfortunate that you can even see the death on that thing.
Yeah, it's not normal, but I can still see the lines.
I knew it. You can even kill the dead. The fact that you don't have any life... Wait, the fact that they don't have any life has no meaning for you. Something that moves, something that breaks, you can stop it completely without exception. You're more of a monster, Shiki.
Eh?
As you saw, you can't call that thing human anymore. It's a vampire that deceives death by sucking the blood of other people.
Arcoid quickens her steps. She walks straight towards the man. Hey, Arcoid.
Stay there, Shiki.
Did that young man realize Arcoid was there? He starts running towards the back alley. Arcoid strides silently. Underneath the moonlight, she disappears into that alley. Thump. The sound of my heartbeat is awfully close. It's not even real late at night. Even though I'm in the midst of a bustling shopping district, I can't sense anyone besides myself. Thump. My glasses. I have to put on my glasses. If I don't do that, I'll see terrible things. I'll see something so terrible that everything I've seen so far would be nothing in comparison to it. Thump. But my body won't move. My eyes, I can see this patchwork world. Look towards that alley in fascination. Suddenly, sounds vanish. In the presence of other people, the sound of the wind and the smell of the dirt, all of it freezes. Get under the frozen moon. A bizarre noise sounds from the other side of the wall. Go. No, wait, I can see it. I can't hear anything. A sickening sound. But I can see it. My eyes definitely see the sound of death and death crashing. Gah, my vision turns crimson. Why do my eyes see death, something that shouldn't be able to be seen? My glasses. I have to put on my glasses or I'll go insane. I held back the rising gorge in my throat and used my shaking hand to put on my glasses. Sound and light return. Now that I'm calm, I glance around and see nothing out of the ordinary in the shopping district. The bustling of many people passing by. The brightness of a store's decorated show window and the sound of rushing car engines. I'm panting excessively. I can hardly breathe. Even though I put my glasses back on, I can still feel a lingering remnant of that death and it makes me sick. Arcoid walks out from the alley with faltering steps, breathing even harder than I am.
Miki, I see. You are still here.
Shoulders heaving up and down, she passes by me. Her body sways back and forth, and she walks weakly as if she was sick. To be honest, I still feel nauseous. But seeing Arcoid in pain like that makes me bear it. I'm going to put a save down here. Wait, what in the world?
I'm fine. Just a little tired, so don't worry. It really doesn't concern you, Shiki.
Idiot. If you're tired, then rest. With such a pale face, you can't be fine. Even as I breathe shallowly for air, I grab Arcoid's arm.
Hey now, you say that, but you look like you'll collapse too.
It's just my anemia. If you have had to worry about me, worry about your health.
It's fine. There's no point in worrying about it anyway.
Her breathing really is weak. Don't tell me that wound from that time. It hasn't healed? But I can't bring myself to finish. It's because she got it saving me. She doesn't answer and looks down. That is affirmation rather than disagreement. What are you doing in your condition? You have to take it easy until you're fully healed.
I do think I'm taking it easy.
No, you're not. Even if you are at a level beyond humans, what in the world were you doing earlier in your condition? I just can't leave her be. I knew it. I just can't leave this person who is always getting into trouble alone. Don't be silent and answer me until you tell me I won't go away. Grasp both of her shoulders. Still looking down, she gives a slight nod.
You're persistent. Fine, let's go somewhere to talk.
Releasing herself, she waveringly starts to walk away. We come to the park. As if walking restored her strength, her face looks as cheerful as always.
Well, as you wish, Iki. I'll talk about whatever you want.
I don't know where her previous weakness went, but she looks really haughty all of a sudden. Then I'll ask, but just what was that guy earlier? You said he was a vampire. Was he what you were after?
No, he certainly is part of my target. But putting the dead back into the grave isn't my goal. I only got him because he was a minion of my enemy. If I left him alone, he would kill more people to increase his power.
Arcoid, could you explain it so I can understand? I don't even know if that guy was even human or not.
Oh, I guess I never really did explain to you in detail about vampires. Nero was a sort of aberration amongst the vampire race, so I didn't really need to explain it at the time.
What is a normal vampire then?
What I mean is what you all think of vampires. Immortal, never aging, sucking human blood, turning that human into a vampire, having destroyed by sunlight, all of that. My enemy, type of old vampire.
So you mean this enemy of yours is the one behind all the recent serial killings?
I suppose. But the killing of all those people by sucking their blood might be the work of the dead, like the one you saw earlier. Shiki, you remember how Nero's body was made of all those familiars, right?
Yeah, that's not exactly something I can easily forget.
The dead are like that. When humans have their blood sucked by vampire, they can also receive some of that vampire's blood. They die, but remain in this world as a servant of the vampire. They are called the dead, and they are like the vampire's familiars. Maybe it's easier to understand if I use the word zombie. It's closer to the voodoo belief in Haiti, where the white serpent god Dambala is invoked to control a dead body. But let's just say a dead body that moves is a zombie, okay?
Yeah, I can visualize it better that way. I get it. So that man was killed by a vampire who uses him as a zombie?
Yes.
Arcoid nods happily. I'm still confused though. Why would a vampire do that? Killing people, not letting them die, but controlling them. What bad taste.
You're right. Those vampires do have bad taste. But that's something only the dead apostles do. Those that were always vampires from the very beginning do not do such things.
Always vampires from the very beginning? I remember, you said there's two types of vampires. Those who were vampires originally, and those who were human. When I heard that before, it kind of stuck in my head. I thought it was a little odd. So what exactly do you mean by those who weren't originally vampires?
Simple. I'm just saying that dead apostles used to be humans. They either gained immortality through magic or became servants of a true ancestors that sucked their blood. Shiki, you said it was bad taste to use killed humans, but that's just the least of it. There are other vampires who think up worse games.
A game? What is that? You guys kill for fun and use their dead bodies as toys?
I won't deny that. For vampires, amusement is the same as breathing. For those who were once human but gained imperfect immortality, their greatest enemy is boredom. They didn't have a reason to become immortal to start with. So once they gained immortality, they lost all kinds of greed. Their goal was immortality itself, so I guess that's just the way things are.
They're bored, so they wanted to play? Don't be ridiculous. Isn't it enough that they won't age or die? Do they really need anything else?
And that's what I said. They got everything they wanted. After that, there was no meaning to existence. As soon as someone realizes that they have no value, that their life is stopped, then their meaning of existence disappears too. Immortality is also another word for death.
Oh, so another question. Does this game have enemy a theme? No, this game came before Fate Stay Night. That theme wouldn't have been written yet.
So they started to wear down and they started to create their own amusement. As if to tell themselves they could have fun as long as they lived. And that's their beginning. They copy humans and see themselves in a game as lords of a castle expanding their territory. I guess you could call it Country of the Dead. It seems they got more enjoyment out of it than they expected.
She speaks as if she was talking to other people. Talking of other people. Arcoid should be one of those, but she certainly doesn't seem like she has that sort of hobby.
I'll change the topic, but the dead apostles were originally human. There are a few cases where they became vampires through their own magical research, but the majority of them were humans who had their blood sucked. They are immortal, but they can't last forever. They can only be immortal if they drink the blood of others. Didn't I say their immortality was imperfect? If they can't feed on humans, then their immortality is gone.
Wait a minute, isn't that odd? In order to become immortal, they drink the blood of humans, but doesn't that mean new dead apostles will be born every time they do that?
That's true, but things get complex from there. The people who have their blood sucked die. But at that time, if the dead apostles place a little of their blood inside the corpse, the body cannot die. Those bodies that were unable to die stay a number of years in the grave, and when the brain decays and the soul is fixated in the body, they become a flesh-eating corpse, ghoul. Only 1 out of every 100 people have this potential, so not everyone gets to stay. Well, there are those who have a natural ability to step up this progress, and become a vampire immediately. This is so rare, it's out of the question.
So the dead bodies that became ghouls eat the flesh of other corpses in order to sustain their decayed body parts. After restoring their body's full... Oh wait. Oh, I think that's still her.
Oh. So the dead bodies that become ghouls eat the flesh of other corpses in order to sustain their decayed body parts. After restoring their bodies fully, they can become zombies, members of the class of the living corpses, the living dead.
So these living dead, is that the dead from before?
Not at all. The dead are just puppets. The living dead are much weaker than the dead, but they are members of the vampire race with a will of their own. They are on a different level than those manipulated dead. After many years, once a living dead is able to restore its intelligence, it becomes a vampire. There's probably about only 1 out of every 10,000 who have this ability. I said it before, but the more potential you have, the higher success rate to stay. We call the dead apostles the ones that make all these kinds of vampires.
That's still odd. If this game goes on, then will the world be overflowing with vampires eventually?
Not necessarily. The dead apostles usually get killed by the new vampires they created. Didn't I say it before? They act like humans. For their own enjoyment, they place their own blood inside the humans they preyed upon. 1 in 10 of thousands of these people become vampires and eventually kill their parent vampire, becoming a new dead apostle themselves. Like knights becoming lords through strength of arms and killing the king, they can only survive by playing those sorts of games. Yeah, I don't really understand why, but I guess that stops them from dying of boredom. The whims of an existence close to a devil, I suppose. Even if they are immortal, they can't hold on to their meaning for existence. It is an empty immortality.
Arkwood remarks how silly it is as she slumps her shoulders. I see. Then, that dead you killed earlier, that was something like a soldier of the dead apostles?
So much a soldier as a puppet. The dead apostles control the dead bodies by skipping the process of becoming a vampire. The dead are completely connected to their parent vampire. In order for them to survive, they attack others to eat their flesh. But more than half of that energy goes to their master. Like a queen bee nourished by the worker bees, the dead apostles can use the dead to increase their power while they sleep. My enemy can't be found easily because he's using a lot of the dead. He only dirties his hands once. After that, He simply controls the dead while he sleeps and expands his territory. They say many bodies are found in the recent supposed serial killings, but those are actually just failures. To tell the truth, there are over 100 victims in the city. But only a small amount, the ones discovered, are the victims in the news.
What? Over 100? There are that many that had their blood sucked? And all those people suck the blood of others to make them into monsters like themselves. Like that wandering, lifeless thing earlier. That's ridiculous. 3 days ago, I remember how all those people in the hotel were killed for no reason. I was there, but I didn't see it, so I can only visualize. I can't really tell what kind of violence it was. It's still the same. I can't fathom the existence of vampires that suck human blood just to increase their own territory. Just without reason, without even recognition. If someone close to me died like that, how would I act? I don't want to imagine it, but for a brief instant. Imagine Akia being drained of blood and discarded like trash. What makes me mad is that this worst case scenario could happen at any minute in this town, and I didn't even have a clue about it before.
Angry Shiki. I didn't want to talk about it because for the prey, for you guys, this is an inexcusable evil. For people like you, the actions of the vampires are inexcusable.
I don't know who's talking now. It's just so ridiculous. Even if it's people I don't know about, they have their past and even the dreams they hoped for. Even I don't want to be killed just for the fun of it. It's just too regretful. It's too meaningless. It's all just so regretful, isn't it? That's right, all those people were killed by Nero in the midst of fear and chaos. Weren't their last thoughts full of regretful sadness? That night at the park, the girl who was killed by Nero when she passed by the park by sheer coincidence. She didn't even realize when she died. That meaninglessness, the abruptness of its ending. Death no one even knows about. When it happened, I was broken apart by the complete irrationality of it all. My fear of Nero disappeared, and more than anything else, I hated him. I can't accept it. No matter what the reason, I can't accept it. I grit my teeth.
Yuki, there is no reason. For them, it's just a game.
That's why it's ridiculous. It's just a game to you all? Nero and the other guy, what do they think human life is?
They come up with such games because they think it's nothing. Even I can't understand how they think, nor do I intend to. But if you ask who is at fault here, it's the weaker one, right? In the end, those that are killed are at fault. It's all the will of nature that those who are unable to protect themselves are killed.
What?
Machiki? If you talk about it that way, your human species is really strong. The ability to make up for the weakness as a species with other things, that makes them the strongest in a way. Probably the only ones that can kill the greatest creature called the world are you humans. But even though they are strong as a species, they are weak as individuals. They can't live without sacrificing the lives of those not in their race, which is the ultimate evil, is it not? It doesn't matter if they have intelligence or not. For you guys, everything is a fair game for food, is it not? So, the ones doing the killings are always right. If there is a sin, then it is you guys not being able to protect yourself under that rule.
That's just the argument of the strong. Humans aren't as strong like you all. Besides, we can't protect ourselves fully. That's why we have to live together to help each other. I don't know what to do if someone like you guys came in and...
True. It's your defense mechanism. Since you can't protect yourself when those kinds of species enter your group, you guys make rules to ensure that they are unable to enter. Yes, it's just like you say, Shiki. So usually, this town's case doesn't happen. You may not know it, but your human race is really strong. You have erected a defense mechanism against those races which far exceed yours. If it was functioning properly, this city would not have had a vampire these last 8 years.
Defense mechanism?
Yes. The reason vampires hide the bodies of their victims and stay out of sight isn't because they don't want to be known to humans. To protect their own lives, they conceal their identity and expand their territory. They don't want it to be known that vampires exist at all. If they moved freely about, the defense mechanism would arrive. Well, they probably haven't arrived even though that modern-day vampire news is going on because this is an atheist country.
Her word choice is too unique and I can't really grasp what she's saying.
But you can relax, Shiki. Even if their avowed enemies are not in this country, I'm here right now. Didn't they say earlier my purpose was to execute vampires?
I don't know where that heavy atmosphere went because Archway instantly becomes cheerful. Yeah, I remember, but you're a vampire too, right? Why do you side with us humans?
I'm really siding with you humans, but I'm doing it because I don't have anything else to do.
She doesn't have anything else to do? I still don't understand her.
Well, doing it does bring the dead apostles after me, but you beat Nero, who was pursuing me, didn't you, Shiki? So now I can go back to the original plan and defeat my enemy. You can go back to living your normal life now, and you don't have to associate with me anymore.
She smiles as if she is happy about something. Yeah, that makes me happy, but are you okay by yourself? Those words float in the back of my head. There's something wrong with me. Feeling guilty about letting her face danger all by herself. There really has to be something wrong with me.
Miki? Why are you making that troubled face again?
Because I'm troubled. This is something that involves the city I live in.
I said you didn't worry. In 2 or 3 days, it'll all be over, and there won't be any more victims.
Yeah, honestly, I don't want to be involved. Hold on a second, I'm getting notifications on Discord. Let me just see what that is.
And did you want to save?
Yeah, I'll save it a second. Good. Sorry, that was just a Discord server Ramon was making an announcement. Alright, back to this. Okay, but yeah, honestly, I don't want to be involved, but saying that line, shouldn't I, the one actually living in the city, say that line instead of Archwade? Archwade, can I ask you a question? This enemy you speak of, is he strong?
Well, he should be many times superior to the dead earlier. I haven't met him this time, but he has been latent for 8 years, so maybe he is a class 5 by now.
You're saying he's stronger than the dead before? Looking like she was in so much pain from just fighting him, isn't she taking him a little lightly? Class 5? I don't get it, but doesn't that mean he's stronger than Nero?
not a chance. Nero was special. He was a pure, supreme vampire that would be difficult to defeat, even with my full power. Compared to him, this enemy is pretty weak.
Oh, then there's no way you'll be defeated. I breathe out in relief.
Who knows? A few days earlier and he wouldn't be a problem. Now, I'm just recovering. The possibility that he has more power is actually high.
Covering? Are you sick or something, Arcade?
Yeah, I still have the effects from when you killed me, and I don't think I'll be fine for at least a few more days.
That's right, the reason why Arcade is weak. It isn't anyone's fault but mine. Arcade lightly touches her side.
It seems the wounds don't heal like usual. I could manage the outside, but I can't seem to heal the inside.
That wound as well. The one she received to save me. Oop. I'm at a loss for words. It's completely my fault she's in the position. So why? Why doesn't she hold it against me? Why does she just give me that instant smile? You need to stop. Until you can heal up, you should just rest. If you can take a day or two off, things won't be bad, so...
That's no good. Thanks to Nero coming, the enemy knows I'm here. If I rest, it's like telling him that I'm weakened.
So you're saying you're going to keep on going like this?
Yes. Since I don't know where the enemy's lair is, I have to keep destroying his blood supply. If I cut that off, it will force him to come out.
Arcade, what if that's tomorrow? Wouldn't you be killed instead? Then I want to tell her to stop, but I halt mid-sentence. Like Arcade said, if the enemy sees that weakness, Arcade might be killed. More than anything else, I learned from the past 4 days. Arcade isn't someone to stop halfway once she's decided to do something, no matter how much it hurts. Damn. Arcade won't stop. If I leave her alone, she probably won't even be able to talk like this anymore. It makes me mad, but she's not even afraid of her own death. Is that so? Why does she smile like that? I think that was her saying it, but
Oh.
she doesn't smile like that. If she acted more like a real vampire, I wouldn't have to feel like this.
What's wrong, Shiki? Your body is shaking. Do you need to go to the bathroom?
Why are you so relaxed? Damn it. I don't want to lose her. I don't know what this feeling is, but these past 4 days are not something I can just forget about. So to part here with the possibility she may die tomorrow, the regret would be completely, utterly, unbearably difficult. Give me a break. My eyes are already broken, but my heart's going to break as well. Arcade is a vampire, and I don't want to be involved in something like that again. I remember the fight with Nero. Just thinking about it sends chills down my spine. The fear of being one step away from death still remains. This is the same. Definitely the opponent this time isn't normal. There's really no need for me to be involved. Since Arcade is saying that she'll handle it, I can rely on her. But even knowing all of that, I can't. I just can't leave her alone. Damn, what the hell is wrong with me? I kick the ground. I'm angry at myself for not accepting any reasoning or excuses.
What? What's wrong, Shiki? Getting so angry like that all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm just angry at my stupidity. Why I want to say this after all that which happened to me. I feel more mad now than I actually say it. Being this stupid, I know if I could see myself in a mirror, I'd break it to pieces.
Hey, really, what's wrong, Shiki? You're not acting normal.
Yeah, I'm not. If I was acting normal, I really wouldn't say this. I spit. I really don't want to admit it, but it's already a done deal. Because my mouth has already confirmed it for me.
Oh, I just can't understand it, Shiki. What is it? You keep saying you're going to say something, but what is it?
Stupid, isn't it obvious? Until your body heals, I'll help you. That's what the stupid fool Tonoshiki wants to say.
Eh?
Arcway looks at me in total surprise. As for me, finally saying it kind of calms me down.
Shiki? Is that... for real?
I groan.
I didn't hear it. Please, can you say it again?
I groan more. No matter how much I regret it, it's done. The instant I form my feelings into words, I can't lie to myself any longer.
Hurry. I want to hear those words again.
Arcwade asks softly. Looking off in the distance, I try to sound reluctant. I guess it can't be helped. It's my fault that you're weakened now, and I can't leave the monster roaming the streets alone either. I can't rely on you taking care of it by yourself, so if you let me, I want to help. Help you. That's what I said.
Shiki.
Arcwade's eyes are suddenly alight. She grabs my hand and happily shakes it up and down. Well, it may not be helpful, but it has to be better than nothing.
Yeah. If you're helping me, then there's nothing to be afraid of.
She keeps shaking my hand up and down. How do I say this? She really does seem happy. But what do we do now? Do you want to search for more of the dead like before?
Yeah, I think that's all we can do for now. The one before was the 12th, so I don't think there's many more. The parent vampire will have to come out once they are all destroyed. So we have to hunt the remaining ones for now. Is it still okay?
She asks. Anything is fine. I'm just with you. If you lead, then I'll follow. Well, shall we start again?
No, that's good for tonight. They usually follow a fixed route, and the other dead will probably not be out tonight. Since there are fewer numbers, I don't think he'll let them all come out at once.
Oh, really? But doesn't that mean this enemy will try to hide the dead from you, Arcade?
Basically. But since the enemy is a vampire, he needs to steal the blood of and energy of others. So, even though he knows I'm searching for them, he has to send the dead out to get the minimal blood he needs.
Huh. Then the minimal dead he sent out was that man from before, huh?
Oh,
Sorry.
So searching further tonight will be useless, I think.
Well, I don't mind, but it is tedious, though.
Yeah, hunting vampires is tedious work. We have to find the coffin of this enemy somewhere in the city, so it won't be easy.
Arcade lets go of my hand and jumps back softly. Arcade?
Let's say goodbye for tonight. We'll meet tomorrow.
With her dance-like steps, she watches me as she gets further away. Tomorrow. Wait, where should we meet?
Here's fine. The time, yeah, around 10 o'clock should be fine.
With a smile, she makes that promise.
Good night, Shiki. I'll see you here tomorrow.
And waving her hand, Arcade disappears. We get back to the mansion. It's been a while since I saved.
And Shiki, you're gonna get grounded.
As it is very late, the mansion is completely dark. This can't be good. I put my hand on the mansion gate. Ka-chang. The sturdy chain holds it closed. Dang. I shouldn't cut like this. I shouldn't cut this. I think a bit. Then I decide to climb over the gate. I'm exhausted. After sneaking over the wall like a thief, I quietly made my way to the doorway. The gate was locked, but the door isn't. It must have been Hisui. I give a sigh of thanks. So as not to wait Akiha, Kohaku-san, or Hisui, I sneak my way through the mansion. Letting out a breath, I lay down on my bed. I promised to Arcade. Maybe it's fate, but you've got yourself tangled up in trouble again, Tonoshiki. Could I help it? I just can't leave her alone. Or maybe I didn't want to leave her alone? Well, I do think she is pretty. I don't understand my feelings right now. Right now, I'm not too sure what is right and what is wrong. At any rate, it looks like I'll be helping Arcade once again starting tomorrow. So for now, I shouldn't think of anything else but getting a good night's sleep. Seven. Eyes of Perception 2. Death Perception 2. 7th day, October 27th, Wednesday. Oh, I guess Back then, the whole mansion was like a giant playground. A garden, a deep forest. The house, a tall castle. We played in our own little world, which would take days to explore. Every day was fun. No one thought about ever growing up, and we believed that days and nights would always be the same. It was just a childhood spent playing like puppies. We got along wonderfully, and were the best of playmates. Whenever I turned back, Akiha would be there, waving her hands and hiding shyly. Yes, always the same. At that time, the mansion was a giant playground. The garden, a deep forest. The house, a tall castle. Wait, is this the same text again? That was weird. I slowly awaken and open my eyes. The morning light wraps around me and sleepiness starts to lift. As the last vestige is clear, I sense that I had a very nostalgic dream. As soon as I open my eyes, I start seeing those terrible things jump into my vision. My head stabs with pain. Gah. I scramble for the glasses by my pillow and put them on. I take in some air. After taking a few deep breaths, I manage to calm down. Why did I so early? See those lines so clearly this early in the morning. It's difficult to see the lines of death in buildings. It's usually hard to see them, and seeing them so clearly like I just did now is rare. What's more, I even saw those points. I think my headache is getting worse too. Since I said that these eyes would attract things that weren't good, I think Arcade and these vampires are certainly not good. So maybe it's all affecting my eyes and making them stronger. Can't be. I'm probably just tired.
Please excuse me.
Hisui enters and greets me with a bow. Ah, morning, Hisui.
Yes, good morning, Shiki-sama.
Hisui brings my uniforms as usual, but I can tell she's a bit angry. The reason doesn't need to be said. She must be angry over yesterday because I didn't get back until very late. Worked my way into my room and slept. Hisui, last night,
Shiki-sama, there is no need to give me any excuses.
Answering quickly, she starts walking towards the door.
Then please excuse me. Nessa has prepared your breakfast, so please hurry to the sitting room.
Yes, I plan on doing so. And
Shiki-sama, Akiha-sama would like to talk to you about your late return last night. So please hurry to the sitting room.
She shuts the door emotionlessly. Ooh. Well, come to think of it, this is a perfectly natural result. Akiha's the only one in the sitting room. Haku-san is in the kitchen, humming away. Akiha doesn't say anything when she sees me and sips her tea quietly. Hey, good morning, Akiha. I try to greet her as naturally as I can. Akiha's eyebrow twitches as she places her teacup down and slowly looks at me.
Good morning, Nissan. It was quite late when you came home last night, wasn't it?
No, not really. It was at most a little past 1 o'clock, quite normal for a healthy young man in high school to be up, right?
I see. My bedtime is also past midnight, so I was up at that time. But I would come home much earlier than that.
Well, there was some pressing circumstances and I couldn't get back. But I did return, so...
Yes, very late at night. You went back to your room. Without saying anything or even making a noise. Goodness, you acted like you were out doing something you felt guilty over.
Her stare is pure ice. This is the second time, and I'm sure even though Akiha looks calm, she is quite angry.
Nissan? I don't know what went on in the Arima house, but here the curfew is 8 o'clock. It is a rule that must not be broken. The gate will be locked after that, so please don't climb in like a robber.
Oh, you knew?
The surveillance camera showed me quite clearly. It is a good thing Kohaku realized it was you and turned off the alarm system, because otherwise, you would probably be detained right now.
Oh, I should thank Kohaku-san then. And I'm Akiha, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have kept quiet about it.
If you understand, then it is fine. Please make sure you observe your curfew from now on. I will overlook it this time.
About that, Akiha.
What is it?
This is a little hard to say. I have something to do tonight too. I don't know when I will be back, but I'm not going to do anything bad. Akiha's gaze tightens.
Kohaku?
She suddenly stands up. Kohaku-san comes in from the kitchen.
Yes? When is it, Akiha-sama? I will be going to school. Get the preparations ready. Huh? But I have not yet made Shiki-san's breakfast. You can leave this person alone. It seems he can do everything by himself.
Akiha strides towards the lobby. Kohaku-san sighs.
Shiki-san, you should not make Akiha-sama so upset. You are her big brother, so please treat her better, okay?
Saying that, she walks after Akiha. The teacup sits, still steaming. Well, in short, I'm left by myself to calmly consider my situation. Guess I'm skipping breakfast today. Yeah, no doubt. I should stop by a convenience store on the way and buy some bread. Fourth period class is about modern society. Mood in the classroom is somewhat lighter than usual before lunch. Today is Wednesday, so there's one less hour of class than usual. After lunch, there's homeroom and an hour of deciding what to do for the cultural festival. What's more, tomorrow is a school holiday, so after this fourth period is over, it's practically vacation already. It's only natural for everyone to be waiting for the end of class bell to ring. Sleepy. I give a big yawn. Class is completely unchanged. The whole day progresses with nothing out of the ordinary. Come to think of it, I've been through so many strange experiences, I almost feel odd just sitting in class. And after classes are over and night falls, I'll have to go out once more with Arcade. Thinking of that, I really don't have the time to be fooling around here. Look at my reflection in the window glass. Shiki's face seems to be happy for some reason. Grr. I tend my expression. It's not like roaming the streets with Arcade is fun, so why am I acting like this? Arcade. There's really something wrong. Looking out the window and into the rear courtyard, I can see an illusion of her waving her hand at me and saying, "Hey. Hey, wait a minute." Wow. Push myself out onto the window and look down. I can only see at the very edge of the rear courtyard, but without a doubt, Arcade, in her usual manner, is at my school. I look around the classroom. Fortunately, there's no one who would notice the strange foreigner waving to me. What is she thinking? I moan to myself as I clutch my head. But complaining does me no good. There's about 20 minutes till lunch. What are you going to do, Shiki? Sounds like a choice. If you leave her alone, who knows what she'll do. Go to the courtyard now. Probably she doesn't do anything until classes are over. I don't care. I'll ignore her. Let's see. Wait, what? Oh, interesting. Seems we skipped a choice at some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think because we didn't we didn't set a certain flag, we ended up skipping a possible choice earlier. Anyway, let's see. Guess we'll go to the courtyard now. That's right. Preventable disasters should be stopped before they happen. Before she can start any interesting trouble, I have to take her off school grounds. Sensei, I feel my anemia coming, so I need to leave. I raise my head, and after getting permission from the teacher, fly out of the classroom.
You're here. That was a pretty fast sprint. You're looking pretty lively this morning, Shiki.
My jaw hangs wide open. As I sprint into the courtyard, Arcade greets me with her usual radiance.
It's smaller than I expected. I thought a school would be much bigger than this. Yeah.
I grabbed Arcade's arm. You come with me. Dragging Arcade behind me, I dash to a place where people wouldn't see us.
Hey, what are you doing taking me here all of a sudden? This place is no fun at all.
Arcade seems to be disappointed in this place, but it's not like school is a really interesting place to begin with. What are you doing? That's my line, Arcade. I let go of her arm and thrust my index finger towards her face.
Eh? What do you mean?
I'm asking why you're walking around during daytime and why you came to my school. You haven't even healed yet, so why can't you just settle down and rest?
But since you said you'd help me, I thought I would look for clues during the day. I didn't want to make you do any extra work.
Don't worry about that. Since I said I'd help, any extra work we'll do together, so just forget about it. Jeez. You're weakest during the middle of the day, yet you still leave. You just enjoy making me worry?
Right?
No, as long as you understand, it's okay. Arcade?
Sorry for making you worry.
No, actually, thanks. I think my heart beats loudly. Arcade apologizing like this is a bit of ordinary, or I think is a bit out of ordinary, or I think terribly cute.
But you're at fault too, Shiki. I was watching for the longest time from the courtyard, but you never noticed me.
I didn't know how.
Oh.
It's
Okay. I didn't know how to get inside, so I was thinking about dashing up to where you were.
Dash up? You mean to my classroom on the 3rd floor?
Yes. Footing wouldn't be difficult on the veranda. And it's really easy to jump up there.
I take it all back. As usual, she completely lacks any common sense. Good, that wouldn't have been pretty if you did that. I breathed a sigh of relief. I don't think many people noticed her. In the first place, there's only a few desks that can look out into the courtyard. And this is why the main character in anime always sits at the back of the class by the window.
Exactly.
And? So why the heck did you come to my school? You said you were looking for clues. I just felt something.
I just felt like something. I just felt something from around here. Then I picked up your scent and realized it was your school.
So you weren't thinking and you just came for no reason? I give a frown. Is she a dog or something?
Well, excuse me. I came here for a reason. There's hardly any traces of the dead here, so I wanted to see it for myself.
Really? If there's no traces of the dead here, then shouldn't this place be unimportant? There's no one at school at night, so if the dead wanted some prey, they would go downtown, not to the school.
Well, that does make sense. There's nothing strange here. I can't really sense the dead, but since my... Oh wait, it's you.
Oh, there's nothing strange here. I can't really sense the dead, but since my eyes see death, I can tell without taking off my glasses.
I see. If you say so, Shiki, then there's nothing strange about this place, perhaps.
Not perhaps, definitely. Arcuid looks like she doesn't believe me. And then the chime rings announcing the end of the 4th period. Oh no, is it lunch already? Even though most people don't stay by this grove, since it's lunchtime, there'll be lots of people walking by. Anyway, if we stay here any longer, people will see us. I'll keep my promise for sure, so just go home and rest. We may see the enemy tonight.
Oh? You sound like you want me out of here, Shiki.
She starts to look angry again. Oh, that's just your imagination, so hurry on back. Otherwise, things might get a little hairy. Go, go. I push her from behind. Though her eyes indicate she wants to say something, she just leaves silently. After watching Arcuid leave, I return to the courtyard. What is it? Someone is looking this way. Senpai? No mistake, it's CL Senpai. But why is she making that expression? She has a fearsome expression that almost makes me doubt it's actually her. Senpai, I call out to her as I run. Senpai simply stands there watching me. What are you doing here?
The same for you, Tono-kun. What are you doing here? Lunch has just began, so for you to come back here, you must have skipped 4th period class.
Of course not, I just flew out of the classroom, that's all.
Oh.
Senpai answers without any enthusiasm. It's her normal smile, but it seems like she's glaring at me. More than
that. Did you eat lunch yet? If not, would you like to eat with me? Oh.
Try and play it off all casually.
I'm sorry, I already have someone else. Please ask me some other time.
For an instant, she looks incredibly down as she says that. Senpai? What's wrong? You don't look too well.
No, that isn't it. It's just that it's true that fun things end rather quickly, Tono-kun.
She gives a brilliant smile in contrast to before. With that, she walks inside by herself. As expected, the debate over what to do for the cultural festival is a stormy one. Since everyone's opinions are different, the decision gets postponed until next week. By the time it's over, it's late in the afternoon. Everyone gets up tiredly from their chairs and leaves the classroom. Well then, there's nothing to do in the classroom. I should get ready for tonight and go back to the mansion. Let's drop a save here. I don't swing by anywhere else and head right back to the mansion. The sun hasn't quite set yet, so Akiha probably isn't back yet. That Akiha, I wonder if she's still mad like this morning. Well, that can't be helped either. I can't tell her the truth, so I'll probably just continue to be hated as a terrible older brother.
Welcome back, Shiki-sama.
Hisui bows as I enter the mansion. Yeah, I'm back. Thanks for greeting me, Hisui. It's been a week since I've come back, but I'm not used to this yet. Akiha isn't back yet?
No. She told me to tell you that she would be back especially late tonight. So please eat dinner on your own, Shiki-sama.
I knew she'd still be angry from this morning. Huh. Or sigh. I slump my shoulders as I walk to my room. And then
Shiki-sama?
Hisui looks around the lobby before she speaks again.
Forgive me for asking an awkward question, but will you be leaving tonight again, Shiki-sama?
Eh? She fixes her emotionless eyes on me. I think she simply wants to know what time we'll be back because she's so dedicated of a servant. But letting her know means Akiha would know. I should... Let's see, have to tell her the truth, or no, I can't let anyone know. Okay, this one does lead to a bad end, so, I feel bad doing this to Sui, but I can't let her know. I have to keep Arkwit a secret, and it's not like I can let Hisui or Kohaku-san or Akiha know that I'm looking for a serial killer. No, I don't have any reason to go out. Akiha scolded me today, so I'll stay put for a while.
I understand. Then I will close the gate at the normal time.
She speaks plainly without any expression. The conversation ends and I go up to return to my room. Yeah, Kodakazu, the dream happened earlier. We had to do it audio only and then skip most of it, but I also got to edit out a certain part that snuck through, but anyway, after dinner I go back to my room. It's almost 10 o'clock. So as not to be discovered, I should go outside as discreetly as possible. Now then, shall I go? Placing my knife in my pocket, I leave my room as quietly as I can. It's probably because of all the recent murders, but it's only 10 o'clock and there's no one in the park. The empty night hangs overhead. There, a white figure stands.
Kiki.
As soon as she sees me, Arkwade angrily yells at me.
Hey, what time do you think it is? You're 20 minutes late.
It seems she came here right on time. Yeah, sorry. Left before 10 o'clock, but it took me some time to leave the mansion without Akiha noticing. I'll definitely be on time next time, so please forgive me.
You don't seem to realize we're going to go killing.
Arkwade practically pouts. Don't tell me she was waiting for me before the promised time. Arkwade, since what time were you waiting for me?
Me? I came here as soon as I woke up, so...
Oh. Arcade thinks it's over. That's her.
Probably since 7 o'clock.
7? You're waiting for more than 3 hours? What in the world is she thinking coming 3 hours early?
It seems I'm strange.
As if truly amazed, Arcade mumbles to herself. Well, I'm partly to blame because I was late, but don't you have some issues too? If you come before the agreed time, then of course you'll have to wait.
Yeah, that's something entirely different. The fact that you're late doesn't change.
Well, that is true. But why did you wait 3 hours? If you had that much time, couldn't you have just gone back to your room?
I don't know why either. It somehow was fun, and while I was thinking it was nice waiting for you, it was already 10 o'clock.
Fun? Why?
Who knows? Didn't I say I didn't understand it myself? Maybe because you killed me. At that time, something broke that couldn't be healed. I think it's strange myself, but I can't understand what's broken inside me.
Having her say that is very troubling. Having sliced her to 17 pieces, if she says there's something wrong, all I could do is apologize.
It's okay. We don't have much time, so we can't waste time talking about pointless things, Shiki.
Yeah, saying that really helps me out.
But if you're ever late again, I'll just have to go to your house and pick you up. You're the one who couldn't keep the promise, so you have no complaints, right?
No way. I'll keep it, but random unfortunate circumstances like today could happen at any time. If I'm late, that'd be the last thing you should do. Look, don't come to my house even if it's a mistake. What's more, Akiha doesn't know about all this, so please don't make things more complicated than they are. Well, technically she does know, she just doesn't believe you.
Akiha? Your sister that doesn't look like you, that doesn't look at all like you?
You've said a little too much, but yes.
I see. You're that scared of your little sister?
Shut up. I just don't want to worry her. At the very best, I'm a bother to her, so I don't want to tire her out even further.
You really are sweet to your sister, Shiki.
I'm guessing they're not blood related, hence the romance option. I'm basically nice to everyone. Well, recently there's been an exception to that.
It's me.
You're always dense. That was an insult, not a compliment.
To you, I'm an exception, right? How could I not like that?
She smiles again. A child's smile, bright and carefree. If I keep saying that, I'll lose all my venom. I'm tired all of a sudden. Let's start looking for the vampire, Arcade.
Yes, it's about time. Then we'll start walking around town. Shiki? I want you to take off your glasses, but is that alright?
Take off my glasses? Why?
It's hard to notice them with just me. I can sense the presence of humans and non-humans, but that won't help me find the vampire. All I can sense is the presence, but with your eyes, you can quickly tell between the living and dead things. So it's a waste if we don't use what we have, right?
Certainly I can understand what she's saying, but taking off my glasses means...
I know, even I could feel your eyes getting stronger these past few days. And if you keep doing this, it might not be good for your health. I'm still saying, despite that. But the choice lies up to you, so I'm not going to force you. If you think it's alright to do so, take your glasses off and follow me.
Take off my glasses and walk around town? I haven't done that since I received these glasses 8 years ago. In the first place, things I see without my glasses give me such a headache. It'd be easy to imagine what would happen if I walked around town. But still, just like Arcoid, he keeps going even though her wound hasn't healed. Tonoshiki should do the same and pay back his debt. Arcoid, I'm fine, but isn't it just a headache? Compared to the pain her body must be feeling, this is nothing. It's fine. I can take off my glasses. It's a small price to pay to make our search easier.
You see. Then let's go, Shiki.
Arcoid turns around and starts walking. I take off my glasses as I follow her. I follow Arcoid. I haven't walked in a scenery so riddled with lines since my hospitalization back then. Strangely enough, I don't get a headache. It seems just seeing them won't cause it. It's not the thin lines in the buildings, but seeing the lines on people walking by makes me sick. Before I thought they were just lines that were easy to cut along, but now I know they are the death of things. That's why I feel disgust first. It's not that those figures of people scribbled over with lines are disgusting. Just seeing that humans are in existence so close to death makes me feel like throwing up. We walk the nighttime streets. Arcoid doesn't say anything, she just continues to stride forth resolutely. We walk for hours in the midst of town. In the end, we don't see one aberration, not one person wrapped in death.
Miki, you can put your glasses back on. It seems like no matter how much we search tonight, it'll be useless.
Arcoid concludes with a sigh. I put my glasses back on. My vision returns back to normal and I relax. Useless? Is it okay to just decide that all of a sudden? You've only looked everywhere once, right?
No, just once is enough. The presence of the dead tends to linger around a place. I haven't sensed any of them around at all, so there aren't any that are active. The enemy is alert now that most of his dead are defeated. Seriously, he really is a coward. I was so prepared to finish it all tonight, but it appears he still wants to play hide and seek.
Arcoid bites her lip, dissatisfied. You look like you're in a bad mood, Arcoid.
Of course I am. You went through such trouble to help me, but it's all meaningless now.
Well, I don't really mind. If you're that dissatisfied, I don't mind going out to look again. Maybe if I concentrate more, we can find something.
That's no good. I can't strain you anymore.
Strain? I'm not really straining.
You are. He might not realize it, but if you abuse your brain anymore, he might end up disabled.
Disabled? Who?
You. That's right. You don't exactly know how your eyes work.
Okay, you said yourself it was easier to see the death of living things than non-living things, right? Basically, it's a problem of the... Wait, oh. That's her, still.
Oh. Okay, you said it yourself. It was easier to see the death of living things than non-living things, right? Basically, it's a problem of the circuitry of your brain. The death of things. Being able to see the cause and effect, it's closer to reading than seeing. Everything has a main reason. the one source. It's the same thing that a German scientist called the Akashic record.
Akashic record, yeah.
In other words, in the core of all phenomenon, there is something that records all things. It's less of a record than an existence, so it isn't information. It just exists. It doesn't have any purpose in and of itself, or any direction. It's like a root swirl from which flows out all reasons. Things in this world flow from that, derive from that, and preserve their current form. You and I, vampires and humans, we all originated from that. Things became more complex and separate, and cannot return to that original source, the beginning. But you understand that there exists the one, right? But no matter how different a form something takes from that great source, it's still a derivative. So even if it's only a slender line, there is a thread connecting to the source. The source of all things, the record that records the beginning and the end of all things. Being connected to that means knowing the end of all things. Originally, the brain has the ability to control reception and transmission, but most humans close off all these circuits except for themselves. But there are those people who have their circuits open latently. Without a single use of magic circuits, there are humans who, despite not being of transcendental race, have the potential to create transcendent phenomena. Magi classify as being psychics. While still human, they are mutants who are born with magic circuits. Such as, without any learning of the occult, someone who can see the death of things.
I'm sorry, Arcwade. It appears I can't understand this conversation at all.
It's okay if you can't understand. But what I want to tell you is that you shouldn't try to see things that are hard to see. Probably if you want to, you can see the death of non-living things. But in order to do that, your brain has to open its circuits from the classification of living things to the classification of non-living things in order to understand. That is normally an impossible process. As a result, it overloads your brain and you'll end up being useless.
Useless? You mean those eyes won't be able to perceive death anymore?
Of course not. Hey Shiki, what happens to an engine that blows up from overload?
It goes to the junkyard. Once an engine breaks, you can't use it again. Oh, that's it. In other words, the headache I get from seeing death is like the screaming of an engine that's working too fast.
You understand? If you can just see it, it won't be a problem. But stop trying to see things you can't perceive. The blood vessels in your brain will burst, and it'll all be over.
I'm speechless. I've been living like this without realizing the seriousness of it all.
You really have to thank the Magus who gave you those glasses. Most psychics use their abilities without realizing how dangerous they are and end up disabling themselves. Well, those kinds of people are 10 incompatible with society, so maybe that's just for the best.
It seems like that's the reason I'm here. I'll let you go back to living the life you had before. Since they said that, they gave me these glasses. I have so much to thank her for. My chest tightens. That person in so many ways really did save me. Huh? I feel a sharp sensation. Not pain, but something strange, like an itch.
Shiki?
What is this? It was really only just for an instant, but it was like something in my chest. Not understanding. I placed my hand inside my shirt. Wetness. Something is sticking to my chest, like ink. What is this? Something's wet? I pull out my hand from my shirt. Open my palms. On my open palms is bright red blood. Sting. Another strange sensation. It takes me a horribly long time to understand that it's coming from the old scar on my chest.
Shiki, that...
Yeah, that's weird. It doesn't hurt, and it's not even an open wound, but there's blood all over my chest. It's so red. A beautiful, unmuddied red that steals my eyesight. Well, it doesn't hurt, so it's gotta be okay. It seems to have stopped bleeding, so there's no need to... Arcoade stares dumbfounded at my hand. No, more accurately, she stares at the red blood coating my hand. Arcoade? Arcoade doesn't respond. She just starts to breathe heavier. Pant, as if she's trying to withstand pain. Hey, Arcoade, what's wrong? Did your wound hurt? I grab her shoulders, and then she jumps back as if she was trying to escape. She stares at me like an enemy. Arcoade?
Shiki?
Short, clipped. Her voice even contains enmity. I think that's her.
About it.
She averts her gaze awkwardly. What's wrong? You're acting strange. You still haven't recovered yet?
It seems I pushed myself too hard. So I'll go back now.
Yeah, I guess we'll call it a night.
Yeah. I'll be waiting here tomorrow.
Not looking me in the eye, Arcoade leaves quickly. I go up to the residential hill and arrive at the outskirts of the mansion. It's around 2 in the morning. As expected, I'm totally assailed by sleepiness. I wonder if she's going to be okay. I'm concerned about how she seemed when we parted. It seems like it wasn't pain from her wound, but... Crap, the front gate is locked. It's only natural, but it's still locked. If I climb over the wall like yesterday, alarms will probably go off. Dang, does this mansion have a rear entrance or something? Walk around the mansion perimeter. Anyway, there's something like a rear entrance, but it's locked, so I can't get in. It's probably not possible to force my way through the garden, to the garden. Dang, if this keeps up, I'll have to spend the night out here. I want to avoid that if possible. People don't really go by the mansion, so after the sun sets, it's just deep darkness around here. Walking around during these hours sends chills down my spine. What is that? It feels like there's something lurking in the shadows not illuminated by the streetlights. Thump. My heart stops my breath. My blood rushes through my body, this sensation. Certainly, there's someone standing there. The figure gets closer and closer. Footsteps. The sound of dry footsteps reaches my ears. Thump. I have a bad feeling about this. Chills race up my spine. The figure draws near. Suddenly, the street lights shatter loudly. The moon is hidden by the clouds. The whole world instantly turns to darkness. Thump. My heartbeat skips as if warning me of death. Perhaps I was tired after having walked the perimeter of the mansion for so long. My body gave an all too sluggish reaction as I tried to leap backwards. A knife running through the dark. The sound of flesh over my heart being sliced. I don't understand. Just that there's a knife sticking through my chest. The clouds part for a brief moment and the dark figure is illuminated. An eerie figure wrapped entirely in bandages. That's the last thing I see. End.
I was really going around Shiki's mansion, huh?
Alright. Teach me, CL-sensei.
I am deeply sorry. CL-sensei is now on her lunch break. Please wait until she returns. She's neglecting her duties and snacking on curry bread. Get over here, stupid CL. I feel the same way, but if she is not here, it cannot be helped. You cannot do anything about someone not here, and it is just too miserable to just complain about how much Ne-san cannot clean or tidy things up. Now then, we shall begin the customary correction answer. Correction corner. Shiki-sama, hiding things does not give good results. If you learn from his experience, please trust Hisui next time. That is all. I will now return to the mansion. Please continue enjoying the main storyline. Yeah, that woman. I can smell another cat-like character.
So, looking at the flowchart.
He's good. Good girl.
So, interestingly, this one doesn't lead directly to a bad end. It sets a flag, and then after the following scene, if that flag is set, it goes to a bad end.
Oh.
Yeah. So now here we can, we can skip right to the choice here. That's right. No matter how hard I try, I can't hide it from Hisui and Kohaku-san, who are in charge of maintaining the mansion. So the least I can do is let them know when I'll be gone every night in the following days. Yeah, to tell the truth, I'll probably leave for a number of nights starting now. I swear I'm not just playing around or doing anything bad. Akiya will probably end up hating me, but I can't stop now. Yeah. The vampire is still somewhere in town preying on victims. As a person who lives here, I can't pretend like I didn't see it. Yes, 9.8. That was Neko arc. I know it's a burden to you, Hisui, but please overlook it. I don't know what time I'll be back, so please just leave the gate unlocked.
Shiki-sama, are you saying you will not tell us why?
Yeah, sorry, Hisui. You can think I'm totally irresponsible, but please don't ask. I don't want to have to lie.
No, you are my master. A servant does not despise her master like that.
She speaks plainly and without any expression. Conversation ends, and I go up to return to my room.
Please wait. Forgive my impertinence, but...
After cutting off, she tightens both her hands as she looks over me.
If you would like me to, Shiki-sama, I can keep your leaving a secret from Akiha-sama.
Eh? You mean you're not going to tell?
Yes. After dinner, it is extremely rare for Akiha-sama to leave her room. Ne-san and I are responsible for conducting patrol right before she sleeps. So if I do not tell her the truth, she will not know.
Yeah, that helps. It helps, but is that okay? Isn't she your employer?
I told you that you are my master, Shiki-sama.
I'm kind of happy. I've always have to tell her to stop adding Sama, but at times like this, I think I'm incredibly lucky. How can I help but be happy? Yeah, that helps, so if you can, please do so.
Then please use the rear entrance tonight. The front entrance will be locked. But if you have the key and use the servant's entrance, you can come and leave undetected.
Oh? There's the servant's entrance? No wonder I never saw you leave through the gate.
No, the only one who uses that is Nesan. She has the key, so I will give it to you later. Well then.
She says, after which she bows and disappears. Alright. Help just came from an unexpected source. With this, it seems I can keep my promise to Arcuid without worrying Akiha. After dinner, I go back to my room. It's almost 10 o'clock. While I was eating, Hisui placed the key on my desk. Now then, shall I go? Placing my knife in my pocket, I leave my room as quietly as I can. Alright, so we skip up that whole conversation.
Oh wow, actually, let's do that. It's
Yep.
so nice.
So I think the thing with the blood still happened. I go up the residential hill and arrive at the outskirts of the mansion. It's around 2 in the morning. As expected, I'm totally assailed by sleepiness. Wonder if she's going to be okay. I'm concerned about how she seemed when we parted. It seemed like it wasn't pain from her wound, but... What is that? It feels like there's someone lurking in the shadows not illuminated by the streetlights. Thump. My heart stops my breath. My blood rushes through my body, this sensation. Certainly there's someone standing there. The figure gets closer and closer. Footsteps. The sound of dry footsteps reaches my ears. Thump. I have a bad feeling about this. Chills race up my spine. The figure draws near. Suddenly, the streetlights shatter loudly. The moon is hidden by the clouds. The whole world instantly turns to darkness. Thump. My heartbeat skips as if warning me of death. I jump back for no apparent reason. The blade runs through the darkness. Not being able to get away fully, my glasses are grazed by it. They fall to the ground with a clatter. Who? The instant I start to say, "Are you?" The clouds part for a brief moment, and the dark figure is illuminated. What? A man wrapped entirely in bandages is gripping a knife. The bandaged man goes to attack me again. I quickly ready my knife and stop it. Two slivers of light shoot towards each other. I can't think calmly. The fact that I'm being attacked causes my mind to panic. Clang, clang. Sparks fly from our clashing knives and scatter into the darkness. I still can't calm down. It's not because I'm being attacked. Clang. I swing my knife to cancel out the one attacking me from every angle. Why? What's surprising is that my body is completely stopping all attacks in this darkness without a pause. My body's moving by itself? No, that's not it. All my arms are doing is seeking out the lines and points that I can see in the darkness with my glasses off. That's all I can see, so I swing my knife through the dark air after those lines. As a result, the bandaged man's knife is simply stopping mine. In other words, it's not that I'm defending myself, but that he's defending himself from me. I can win. I don't know who he is, but there's no doubt. I'm overwhelming him. My blood rages forth from my advantage. I'll win. I'm stronger than him. Because I'm stronger, because he's trying to kill me, aren't I just returning the favor? Clang, clang. The sound of ringing metal echoes in the air as I force him back towards the mansion wall. There. My eyes fixate on the line on his chest, and I thrust my knife forward. Momentarily, for some reason, I see a boy painted in blood in Akia's crying face. Gah. Pull my knife back before completion. What am I? I'm trying to kill someone. Why? My head hurts. My legs wobble as I stagger backwards. As I do so, I empty the contents of my stomach. My chest starts to itch. My head hurts. The old wound in my chest burns. My eyes feel like they're going to burst out of their sockets. Ah! Ah! I can't stop throwing up. Vomit splatters all over the asphalt. And there, the bandage man comes after me with his knife. Clang. Another collision. My knife shoots towards his. This time, I really defend myself. I know where he's aiming. Since I know, I block him once again with another clang. Clang, clang, clang. Despite not being able to see his knife due to its speed, I somehow managed to block it over and over. The reason I could defend myself is simple. Because where he's aiming are the lines on my body. So I know where he's aiming at, and I understand more than anyone that having them cut would mean instant death, so I have to defend it. No, wait. Aiming for my lines? Ah. It's the exact opposite of before. That means, don't tell me. Bandage man smiles in the darkness. Thump. My heart rate goes out of control. Feeling some unnameable fear, I stumble backwards. He doesn't pursue me. He just smiles. His bloodshot eyes seem to be saying, "So you finally realized it?" as he sneers at me. You can see them? Yes. He also can see the lines. Then he can also kill with one blow. Kuh. The man laughs. He draws near me while laughing. I, even down to my fingers gripping my knife, tremble uncontrollably. Slice, slice, slice. The sound of flesh being pierced by a blade resounds 3 times. Then a thud, a sound of a body hitting the wall. Eh? I can't grasp the situation. The bandaged man was suddenly pierced by 3 spear-like pipes. Not just pierced, but stuck onto the wall. Like an insect pinned in a bug collection. I think this is a girl. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, so he said it. You're in my way. His voice grates awfully. At the same time, the 3 spears light like candles and engulf him in flames. Ah! An anguished voice in a whirlpool of flames. In the darkness, that scene seems less cruel and almost beautiful. Ah! The bandaged man. No, the bandages are burned already. His skin is showing. Wrapped in the flames, the man stares at me. His bloodshot eyes filled only with murder. His black eyes like a weapon bent on cursing Tonoshiki. What? Stunned, I can only watch. He runs off in the distance, still engulfed in flames. The moon reemerges. After those flames and that cursing voice, everything returns to silence like it was before. I fall to my knees and lean against the wall. I look up at the sky. In the direction where those spears flew from, someone is standing high and far off. Far away, standing composed atop the streetlight, I see a familiar figure. Eh? Robes like a priest from another country. Clenched in her hand, large, nail-like swords. Motionless, pale eyes. Sky blue eyes. Senpai? Into the moonlight, I can only make out the silhouette. But she seemed to resemble Senpai. Our eyes meet. The standing figure on top of the streetlight suddenly disappears like a ghost. I sit down roughly. It is a relief from my headache. Is it relief from my headache fading or just the lifting of all this tension? Leaning my back against the wall, I start to drift off to sleep. Okay.
Please sleep.
I think we're gonna call it there for today. I want to make sure I can still edit that one scene out.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right,
Though
so
knowing more, probably it's gonna surprise again for the other scenes too.
yeah, I hope. Yeah, I think I'll just play it on safe side. If they're still talking about that happening, then I'll keep it
Mhm.
up. But yeah. All right, so thanks for watching, everyone. We're actually going to be back with our friend Zager and Aishi on Monday for some modded Minecraft. Uh, and then we'll be back with this on Friday next week, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And also, I think I'm going to start a new solo series. I'm going to be streaming Shadow the Hedgehog probably on Tuesday. All right. So, see you guys next time.